Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Skies of Ithcarius 5th Edition Airship Pirates campaign. When last we left off our band of intrepid adventurers, we had last discovered you'd hooked up with Left Hand Jack in the town of Sevrali after discovering the Keystone of Earth. After you guys successfully were able to pass the Trial of Stone, the test of strength in which you defeated a stone golem and its gargoyle minions and then quickly teleported out of the region, leaving the keystone behind. You were able to quickly traverse back through and pick it back up and write a new mantra into the ship of always loot the bodies. As you sought from Left Hand Jack some sort of exercise in which you could try to train the crew and get a little bit more experience and kind of truly embrace that pirate lifestyle that you guys are known for. She clued you into a few different ships that it would be possible to be a part of, and you guys settled on a ship known as the Last Chance, a small merchant vessel full of silk, art objects, and another type of kind of easy prey for you all to take after. As we ended the session, Belina went out and did a little bit of shopping for the crew. We handled that offline in our Discord channel prior to the session tonight. So for those tracking at home or might be a little curious, Belina picked up a couple spyglasses so that they can see in the distance and picked up a 30-day supply of decent rations to take care of the crew and make sure that they're healthy going forward. So as we pick up, we find ourselves in the island of Savrali, a small kind of walled town, as Belina's returning from the shopping trip with uh, various people in tow to kind of bring the supplies and load up the ship to prepare for adventure once more. And we'll start there with what do you guys do?
All right, so got the rations all loaded and cataloged. So ready to set sail whenever the captain said so, sort of thing.
That sounds good.
Captain, your mic is off.
Yes, my mic was off because I was dealing with the child, so I only had half my headset on too, so I have no idea what was just said.
We said we're good to go. Captain,
We're
give
good
the
to
orders.
go, then the captain is giving the orders.
All right. The crew quickly takes their stations and prepares to move freely. The last known location of the vessel was island known as Aberix, a couple weeks journey from where you're at, with a known trade route. Go ahead and roll me a navigation check. It'll be with advantage to try to plot an intercept course for your training mission.
I like it, I'll take it.
All right. With a roll of 27, referencing your charts, you're able to plot what you believe will be a relatively good intercept course. Maybe a little over a week in order to be able to actually intercept the vessel and move forward from that. Let's see if get the calendar opened up. And once again, for those out watching, we are using the beta version of, the early access version of Fantasy Grounds Unity. So not the finalized version. constantly upgrading and doing great improvements. I really like how they've advanced the window frames this last week. My calendar opens up. 1, 2. So, go ahead and roll me your crew persuasion check, Belina.
Sure thing. As soon as I give myself that one fearful splendor that I utilize oh so often.
That's right. Give yourself that pep talk.
That's right. Need that mental preparation. Not targeting work. Why am I targeting?
If it matters, I'm inspired. So
He's gonna get that cooking really good.
I see a 19 sitting there. So
there we go.
I see a 31.
There we go. I think he's like, all right, crew, let's go. Man your stations. Hoist the mainsail. Blah, 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 blah. All those wonderful
nautical terms.
nautical terms. Nautical terms.
Oh God! Leave it to the army to be in charge of nautical terms.
Nautical terms. Because the Navy guy wants to sit up in the gosh darn
Hey,
crow's nest.
he took a land nav course.
he knows exactly where we're going.
If you are the first mate, does that make you a lieutenant?
Lieutenant.
No.
I'm gonna go with lieutenant.
No, it's
We're lost, LT. Roll your D percentage.
my D percentile. Let's see, right click 10, click that percentage, and the thing that always screws me over, 94.
94 is a good roll.
So
So
yeah, it's pretty good.
the crew snaps to. You guys take the ship out successfully. No mishaps, no hazards as you move through the region. So moving time. As we move in, you'll cross over into the next month of Gold Song. You do owe the crew's wages again. So that will be a cost of 726 gold.
Or 72 platinum. I can just subtract it from mine. 72 platinum.
Or 72 platinum. For however you guys are going
Do
to.
we
We'll
want
just-
to divide it among everybody?
I just round up to 73 and call it a day.
Yeah.
There we go. 73 because there's some extra little tips in there for being awesome or something. I don't know. I got it.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah, being that I bought 2,000 gold worth of spy glasses out of my own funds.
We would have rested at this point, yeah?
Yeah. You'll get a full rest. So. I clicked the wrong button. Alright. Get you the benefits of a long rest.
I can't cancel my
I got it. Alright. So, as the moons set on the 7th day of Gold Song and the sun rises in the distance, who did you give a spy class to Ertos, who's up in the crow's nest, or do you have all the spy classes yourself, just kind of chilling out with you?
I would think one would have made it to the crow's nest. Belina?
I'm just asking the question.
Belina's not listening.
Belina. Belina.
I'm sorry. I was looking at children. What's going on?
Did you
Did
give
you
a
give?
spyglass to the crow's nest, or are you hogging them all in your room?
I would have given one up to the crow's nest, and the other one is probably in a chest in the captain's room.
All right, then
Okay.
Ertos,
Yep.
who makes all the his time in the crow's nest, go ahead and make me a perception check with advantage due to the spyglass that you have.
Roger Dodger.
All right. In the far off
Woohoo!
distance,
Great map.
you see
Oh dear.
That is way out there.
It's a
a
bold move.
merchant ship.
He did say the way off distance.
It's approximately, and by approximate I mean exactly 210 feet away from your current location, drifting kind of through this region. The ship currently on a bit of an intercept course. So now, here's to explain the basics of ship combat that I wrote a few months ago and now we're putting into use. So, see if I can. The most effective way, you should all be able to see your ship's entry here. Alright,
Yes.
We're immune to
So-
psychic.
And
This sh-
poison.
your ship, the Azure Dream, has an AC of 15, 300 hit points. It's a little randomized what we do with the fantasy ground, so really it's 329 in the combat tracker. You'll see immune to poison, psychic, certain conditions, etc. You'll notice it has multiple speeds. So as we move into this combat scenario, so before you'll see you have a 160-foot combat speed when you're in the air, which equates to the 16 miles per hour or 384 miles per day that we've been using for your travel ratios. I have a math formula for all of this, if you're curious, based upon number of mass, balloon, aether core, size of aether core, number of aether core. It's a lot of math. But it calculates out 16 miles per hour a day. It's 160 feet is your combat speed while in the air. In water, it's half because the resistance of the water you have to fight through it is 80-foot water speed, or only 8 miles per hour when you're in the water. It's broken down in a few different components. You'll see the ship's turn coincides with the helmsman's turn in initiative order. So when you'll roll initiative here in a second to engage in combat, that will be what happens. You can take a few certain actions across the as the captain. You can take one of you can either move up to the ship's speed with up to 190-degree turn. So you can take up to 3 actions. Sorry, choosing one of these. I knew I wrote that somewhere. So you can use the helm to move with your sails, which allows you to move up to 1 movement speed, or you can make a 90-degree turn. That counts as 1 action to kind of make the turn as part of it. You can also choose to fire a cannon, a single cannon. So the Azure Dream, if you look at your map, you have multiple cannons throughout. Every cannon takes 2 turns. It can fire once every 2 rounds. So you can fire 1 round, next round that cannon can't fire, then it can fire again because it has to reload. If you have a gunner, which you have one skilled gunner on your crew, that cannon can fire every single round. All right?
We have one cannon that can go every round. The others are every other round.
Yes.
Perfect.
Because of the amount of time it takes to load it. If your crew starts to die and it's undermanned, so
Things take longer and some cannons go down.
and you can't take as many actions. So the way you're currently crewed, so you're minimally crewed as is already. I believe your total crew is only the minimum 15 plus whoever on your side is doing. If you drop below 15, then you can only take 2 actions instead of 1. If you drop below 10, then you can only take 1 action.
Okay.
So you're sitting already at 15 plus.
So I can barely
you
take
guys.
3 actions, but I still get 3 actions.
Yes, because you guys wanted to cut costs and save costs on it.
Which
So-
is funny given how, much we have to stress making payday.
Yes. So while we're in ship movement day kind of deal, the captain in general controls the ship. You guys can have some say into how you want to do things. The first mate, during your turn, you can try to inspire or issue kind of commands to the crew, like man the cannons. If people get hurt, you can try to order them to like try to repair, move people below decks, swap people out, and stuff like that. But for the most part, the captain has the majority of the control of the ship itself.
And the player knows crap about ship-to-ship battles. Woohoo!
Any damage done to the ship that's less than 15 is automatically 0 for your ship because it has a damage threshold. So the other side fires their cannons. If it doesn't deal at least 15 damage, it's automatically ignored. You don't have to worry about that. As the ship takes damage, it's possible crew members may die or be killed. So should you choose to get close enough to try to board, we'll move on to another map for a boarding map. This is our first time running a ship-to-ship combat, and I kind of, wrote these rules as best I could. And we'll see how they work and how they fluctuate and how they go. Ship-to-ship combat hasn't been well defined since 2nd edition Dungeons and Dragons, so we'll kind of see how it works, and hopefully it flows pretty well.
And we have 8 cannons total, right? 2 on the front, 2 on the back, 2 on each side?
Yes.
Okay.
They can swivel up to, let me get this right. Yeah, I'm bad at math. Like a 90-degree arc, so like 45 degrees in either direction. If I'm saying that right, I'm not good at math, though I did mathematically figure things out. So,
Which way is the wind blowing?
D&D requires a lot of math, but at the same time, a lot of us aren't very good at it outside of D&D application.
math is the reason it took me so long to get my college degree. Just saying. I hate it. The wind can blow whatever direction you want because you have a storm sorcerer who's over 6th level. So, what direction do you want the wind to blow?
We're gonna go ahead and take advantage and have the wind come from behind us, because that will allow us better speed and more resistance when they start firing cannons on us.
Can you make it not help them?
That's why I'm saying if the wind is going into the wind will be blowing against them.
The wind is coming from a south-southwest direction.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So controlling
so there's
the
extra
wind.
resistance on their cannons and more resistance for ours.
So just so you're tracking, you could control the wind up to 100 feet in any direction of where you're at, as a bonus action each round. So that's a you thing as being a storm sorcerer. So the wind won't affect them currently, but it does affect as you get closer and things like that. As long as you keep doing it, it blows in whatever direction you want, 100-foot radius around you. You can't make it faster or slower though.
That's okay. When we get within 300 and they start worrying about their cannons, I'm dropping 100-foot downdraft on them.
All right. And with that being said, I built a custom audio channel for today. Go ahead and roll initiative. Alright, and the ship will go on the same turn as Johannan. And the enemy ship is a slow and ponderous beast.
Okay.
So how far are we away?
210 feet. Exactly 210 feet.
Okay.
Can I make out anybody?
With your spyglass, you do see several people kind of rushing across the deck. They haven't really paid much attention to you at this point in time.
Okay. So it doesn't look like they're preparing anything at this time.
No,
Okay.
just two ships passing in the night.
Okay. I shall delay my action until I see them doing anything, so that way I can relay that information down.
Alright, what's the range on our cannons? 180, so we're gonna have to close distance.
Yep.
So I would assume that Korg is probably still not on the top deck
Well,
and may or may not know what's going on at all. Has it been, hollered out that we're approaching and to prepare?
it depends on if Earthos is hollered out for the rest of that it's
Well-
in sight.
Didn't Belina do that?
Earthos was the one who spotted it.
Okay.
Earthos is the one who has to let us know. If
Yep.
Earthos doesn't let us know, we're just passing.
I will keep peeling potatoes for my
I can do nothing until Earthos tells me that
Yep.
the ship is in sight. I am continuing on my course.
This is very true. 30 feet. 180.
Oh, they're coming towards us?
No, we're going.
That's us going towards them, and they're
Yep.
coming towards us on their turn.
Yes.
Oh.
Yep.
But Earthos hasn't bothered to tell me that the ship is in sight yet, so I'm just sailing
I
on
think we
towards
can
the course.
see it by now.
Yeah, can we see it by now?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, in that case, as soon as I can spot it, I'm calling everyone to pay attention.
He's just chilling. No, we ain't seeing it yet.
I thought we gotta look out.
All right.
We ain't seen shit. You're welcome, everybody out there in TV land, if you've seen Mel Brooks.
Alright, you are definitely closing in on the ship and see it.
Yay! We're at 60 feet now. Whew! Alright, yeah, Johannan will call everyone to order. Obviously, I don't know, do we have time for everyone to scramble and actually get the cannons ready for firing this round, or are we gonna have to wait?
It'll probably take the rest of this round for everyone to get in position, since you
All
weren't really
right.
checking what was going on.
All right. In that case, that is the action of the crew. The action for Azure Dream is getting everybody into place and getting the cannons ready to fire for the first time.
As the ship's bell rings out, calling everything to order.
And while we're at it on Johannan's turn, although because I don't have my figure on the map, I'm not able to target the ship. Because I have something that can reach them already.
Just control click on last chance on the combat
On
tracker.
the combat tracker itself.
Oh, on the combat tracker itself.
There you go.
Eh,
No,
Undo yourself.
don't target yourself.
yeah. And it untargeted everything. Alright. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll figure it out.
Alright,
Okay.
you're targeting the
fantastic.
ship now.
Perfect. Now I know what I'm doing. Not really, but I'll fake it. So that's what the crew is doing. That's what the ship is doing. And given that our bells are ringing and noise is sounding to say, "Hey, we're getting ready to attack you," I'm gonna go ahead and open before they know it with a nice little lightning bolt.
Alright. Go ahead and roll damage for your lightning bolt. The lightning bolt arcs out, slamming in, crackling along the hull of the last chance. Their ship bell immediately rings out as they're alerted to the danger, and you see them begin to start to scramble to take up battle positions.
All right, and that would be Johannan's turn. And I already talked about what the.
Yep.
Yeah.
My guess is that my action would be to use my entire turn to make it to the main deck of the ship, since I live in the bottom.
Okay.
So whatever
Yeah.
that would be.
Okay, you'll get up to the deck.
Yep. I'm sure that's like 60 feet. Easily.
Yeah, you're like way down, in the cargo, so several layers down.
Okay, so let's see. All right, Melina. First thing she's gonna do is she's gonna go ahead and do that wonderful thing she always does when she has to manage, and she's gonna go ahead and target herself. She already is. She's gonna go ahead. Ding. Ding. And the other. My primary action is to cast that. And then as a bonus action, I'll go ahead after, because my main action to do that. I don't know if I can do command as well as part of that. Is that an action?
No, that would take an action.
An action to give command stuff. So
Yeah.
that
Alright, so you guys see they start to scramble. They kind of pull up alongside. From this distance, you can see, the people moving across on the deck of the shore. Several people kind of run up to the cannons, and they start priming them to fire.
Okay. I'm going to aim at one of the cannoneers.
Okay.
Uh,
Just roll an attack. I'll let you know if you hit or
Okay.
not.
So,
Hey Patrick, when I'm throwing lightning, please don't forget the 5-foot range for the 5-foot range for damage that might occur to the people on it too.
What do you mean?
Well, depending on where on the ship I hit,
Oh,
there's a
yeah.
possibility that some of the actual people staffing it could take damage too, not just the ship itself.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool. Because you know I'm throwing lightning this whole time.
because I can. It's now the first time I'll be doing it. Oh, my knife. That's the only thing I'm going to put in.
Hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
Okay.
You shoot your bow and it slams into one of the cannoneers trying to man it. He screams out in pain, still alive but barely.
I'm going to shoot him again. Missing him that time.
No, that
Oh,
hits.
it did. Ah,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. That is not a problem for me then.
And that kills one of the crew members as you shoot him off the cannon.
Okay.
And slow down their response time.
I'll spend all my time getting up on the top deck as well. Like I said, I was probably down in my room. But I'd like to be ready as part of the boarding party if we get close enough, if we decide to do that.
Okay.
I'll pick somewhere near a cannon in case they need help.
Alright, Johannan.
Okay, so for my turn, it's going to be more lightning. How do I upcast?
If you want to cast it at a higher level, I think it adds an extra d6.
Yes,
so you
but
just
how?
when you drag the damage, hold it over and then right click on the die to add an extra die for each level of upcast you're doing.
Okay, I think I understand that. So we are going to go ahead and I want to get this done and over with. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna upcast it one. And so I grab damage.
Yep. And then right click to add an extra die for each level up. It should add a die.
Where would I see that it's actually doing that?
So grab the under lightning bolt,
Uh-huh.
grab the damage, drag
The damage
like the little
symbol.
red.
Okay.
Yeah, drag it and you'll see that now you should see like 8d6 hovering.
Okay.
Then right click to add an extra one if you're casting at level 4, and then
Yeah.
right click again if you're casting it at level.
Casting at level 4 this time.
Alright.
Haha, I'm finally useful.
and that hits a few crew members as well.
I'll take it. And that would be Johannon's turn. And there's a merchant crew in between me and the... Okay, so the ship's turn. We're gonna go ahead and... given that we're in cannon range, we'll go ahead and take advantage of our cannons. The two cannons that are on the side facing it. How do we go about rolling that?
You're gonna use 2 actions to fire cannons?
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
hold where we are.
Alright.
We're not gonna worry about movement. We're just gonna fire.
Alright, I'll roll that. So, first cannon slams in. Second cannon misses as it shoots across the broadside of the ship.
So we know where our skilled person is.
On one of those broadside cannons.
Okay. In that case, we've got a third action, but there's nothing we're gonna really be using it for.
You don't wanna
Well, actually,
turn the ship so we're
Yeah,
following
I was go-
alongside it as it moves.
that's what I was getting ready to say. We'll go ahead and start the process of turning the ship so that we're lined up. And actually, that means the crews can just run to the opposite side. Next round,
Okay.
we can fire the front 2, and then the round after that, we'll be firing the other sides.
Rajin on ship now.
So on the deck of the ship, I'm going to cast Cloud Kill,
Okay.
and it's just to like wherever the lowest point of their main deck is, and yeah, it's meant for the people, not necessarily the ship.
Yeah.
Do you want me? Tell me who to target.
Give me one stack.
And
So-
conveniently, that should be about where the cannons that are facing us are too.
I want to give some context here before you class Cloud Kill, since we're in like a huge kind of ship to ship battle, with an understanding that the ships are gonna move. It won't do much because the ship will just move out of place. They're not really getting turns per se. The ship's taking kind of turns while they just fire cannons and stuff. So I'm not sure that Cloud Kill will be effective in a ship to ship battle. They'll just fly kind of right out of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Especially since
It starts on
moves
their turn. Yeah.
naturally anyways. They don't take damage on the casting turn, only on their turn.
Right. No, that's fair.
Because all these crews and commoners aren't actually getting turns. I just loaded them in the tracker so that you can,
Kill them.
as you're using some of your abilities, I can kill them off.
In that case, I come to the deck. What do I do? What do I do?
Join that club.
What's the distance on animate day?
Because Earthos
They
has
do
provided-
already have a dead body.
Earthos has provided you a subject.
There's
10
already
feet.
a dead body on the other
10
ship.
feet? Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to wait for the boarding party. Sorry.
What do I?
Earthos is giving you people though.
I
When we get close enough.
Horrible. Horrible.
yeah.
Hey, I'm feeding him an army.
I'm useless.
All right. No, it's okay.
So at least you
Alright.
can do
This
some
combat
well,
scenario is not really designed for you all to be taking turns all the time. It's designed for the ships to trade
Yep.
blows.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
The
I don't-
ship's and the captain.
I don't have a
Right.
crew roll.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and utilize my action to inspire the crew and give orders and direction as preparation at this side of the cannons that are coming up alongside
Right.
the enemy vessel here, and tell and have part of the crew get ready for as a boarding party.
All right, several of the crew grab their, grab weapons and prepare to
And do my I'm gonna do my
make a persuasion check.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my God, double threes. It's still 15. That's okay. Not my most inspiring, but still.
There's a bit of confusion as they attempt to gather and get together. A few people grabbing billy clubs. Several people run to the same cannon. Not sure which cannon they should be trying to man.
Yeah. I understand your first combat, but keep at it. We're doing a good job.
All right.
I think
Is
that's
that-
all I can do.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna go straight down to. As they pull up alongside, they shoot a couple cannons. In your direction.
Down one cannon.
So one of their cannons slams into the side of the Azure Dream. The ship kind of reels from the blow as it explodes against the hull with devastating impact. And let's see if any of your crew are killed by that. And one crew member on the Azure Dream is blown off from the ship.
So we're down to 2 actions for the ship.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's Drew. Drew died.
Oh no, not Drew.
Okay, I'm just dying. What?
And then the ship attempts to flee.
All right. So I'm gonna focus my attention on the captain at this point. Start off with. Go ahead and hunters mark him. My concentration on.
What's the range on Hunter's Mark?
90 feet. 90 feet.
Okay, 90 feet should be fine.
Yes.
Because we have to take into. This
Yeah.
is like point to point, and the your ship's 120 feet long. Obviously, that's not captured
Right.
on this. For the sake of scale, I can't give you a map that's a gajillion squares.
Right.
But that's still fine. You should. With
Okay.
90 feet, you can hit it.
90 feet. Yeah. I was figuring it was more than 55, so I was like, as long as it doesn't hit that 70 mark.
Yeah, I was like, if it was 60, I'd probably say you couldn't do it, but with
Yeah.
90, you can. You can target him specifically.
Okay. And then so that's my bonus action. And now let's go ahead and see if I can also hit.
Really, I just don't know how to create odd-sized tokens in Fantasy Grounds yet.
It's
I'm sure
okay.
it's doable, but I don't know how to do it.
unless of course I actually hit it right. Just the concentration. Okay.
Well, you'll put the. You can mark him with the. Show you how. Did we go? Yeah, you can still put it on him.
Okay.
The effects, it's
but-
listed as the effects in there.
You and then apply to yourself the if target custom. Blah blah
Okay.
blah.
Gotcha.
That way, it only affects him if. It only affects whoever has Hunter's Mark on it. It'll auto add the damage.
All right. So there's on me for that.
Yep.
And he's already triggered this. All right. So let's see if I can hit them as well. Oh. No. Second attack. Same thing. Yes. 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 In fact. Yes.
That will hit.
Yeah. I would hope so. I would hope so.
It does not kill him, but it does deal a devastating blow against him. This is how he feels.
Nice.
All right. That would be my turn.
I assume Korg's waiting.
Yeah,
You
just
could-
waiting to do something. I don't know what to do. So
Trust me,
wait
I
for
understand. I've played barbarians before. Barbarians and fighters, just screaming at the dragon.
I'm still trying to figure out how to create ship-to-ship combat roles where everybody has something they could do, and I'm just struggling to figure it out.
Hey, totally fine. Totally fine. I'm just waiting for the boarding party. If we get close enough, I'll jump on. If not,
Yeah, I was like, I thought about each person could man a cannon, but then I was like, if every person mans a cannon, then it gets really weird because you have
Yep.
like 20 people on the crew.
Yep.
So then I was like, maybe if I just, it's really complicated.
it really is. I'm totally fine with just waiting until we get close enough to board, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. And can I hold an action to leap onto the ship if it gets close enough that I can leap onto the ship?
Yes.
And that's what I will continue to do for the foreseeable future until I am close enough I can jump.
So it's an understandable thing. Melee people screaming at dragons as they fly around, and the ranged casters and people
Yep.
are like just shooting at it.
Yep. What do you do? He's in the air. He's like 60 feet away from me. I shake my fist.
I scream at it.
Yeah.
Damn you!
Alright. First question I have is given that I'm the one steering the ship, is that my full concentration or will I be able to use concentration spells?
You can use concentration spells.
Perfect. I'm not doing it this round, but that's good to know. So we're gonna go ahead and throw another lightning bolt. And we're gonna go ahead and upcast it again just for fun.
I need to steal the stuff
The
off
ship
it.
doesn't have the ship doesn't have enough damage yet for me to have to worry about that.
And that kills another crew member.
There's a moderate amount of damage on that boat right now.
Yeah,
It's not looking good.
yeah. The ship. I'm done attacking the ship itself. Now it's up to you guys. We're gonna
The ship
finish
is
turning.
I was looking at the blood spot like there must have been somebody who like.
Okay,
exploded off the
everybody's
ship or something.
talking. I have no idea what's going
Are
on.
you at least gonna pull us up alongside the damn thing?
That was Johannan's move. Now we're on to the Azure Dream. The Azure Dream is going to finish turning and pull up alongside as best it can.
All right.
Not behind.
And
The
Not
side.
behind. We've got to get up against it so that we can actually board. So now Korg will be able to board when it's his turn. And we should be able to, while we were turning and moving into position, we should have been able to use one of the front cannons. Well, no, we're not going to worry about that because we've already done a bunch of damage to it.
It's a lot of scary merchants.
So yeah, we're just gonna pull up alongside it so we can board.
For those crazy boarding people.
Yes, as in not Earthos and I, but pretty much everybody else.
Being closer, Cork thinks better of jumping across right now. I'll wait until his turn.
So you choose
I'm
not
not
to take
stupid.
your
Yes, I
reserve
elect not
action.
to jump onto the ship with all these guys ready for me to jump on their ship and have no action. Yeah, I wait.
Bonus action rage to reduce a lot of the damage, though. Come on.
I can't bonus action on a reaction. I just reaction to jump
Oh.
across and then get my ass kicked. No.
All right, so that was the action of
Yeah, that's the ship.
That was the
All
ship.
right.
2 action, or yeah, 1 action.
And on that note, why can I not? Okay.
On that note, a storm sorcerer is more effective than cannons.
As they kill another of your crew.
Bro, each one of these merchants is like more beefy and badass than every one of our crew. Who did you hire, Polina? Did you go pick up babies, Polina?
You paid for the cheapest, unskilled, crappy laborers that you could. Now, I did not add your skilled people on here, because I wasn't sure if you wanted to get them blown up by cannon fire, but I can add a couple on if you want.
Do it. But don't listen to me, I'm not the captain, so.
But hey, Rajin, now you have another member of the army.
Did he fall to his death?
He collapsed on the
deck.
on the deck itself.
So you have an army member.
There's new motivation on the ship other than money.
Let's get
Just
as
'cause
many
you
bodies
died-
as we can.
And just because you die doesn't mean you stop serving. Let's just be clear.
Now you don't have to pay them. That's the key, right?
And there's one
Pretty
dead
big,
body, and there's currently one dead body over on the other side of the
Hold on.
Well, I thought Drew fell.
No, no,
Drew
no,
fell
no.
off the ship.
Oh, you meant the other ship.
Oh yeah, there's
Yeah, Drew was blown off the ship.
but there's
so-
another dead body on the target ship.
On the target
Yes.
ship, yes.
Isn't he
Yes.
the reason for the teardrops on my guitar?
Yes. Yes, he is. Play on, Paul, play on.
I was opening the NPC window, but I have a lot of NPC modules, so it's taking a second to load up. So it's frozen on my side. Sorry. It's still frozen. Oh, there we go. All right. I'll find you a couple of veterans here in a second.
I see the injured captain on their thing. I don't see the dead body. It'll be reanimated at some point.
It's there.
I've been removing the tokens as they die, but it's there.
Okay, because dead bodies don't necessarily mean much. They're still
Yes.
viable parts of combat.
So if I find a appropriately CR'd pre-built NPC to load your skilled people in. Going through the list. trying to get to page 2. Alright, here we go. This will work. Where does this gonna show up? It's such a long list. These thugs represent your skilled crew members.
Okay.
Woo, we got thugs.
I'm not adding Liam, the boy.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Can we have our awesome, really high level wizard though? See? No, okay.
He stayed behind, didn't he?
Oh, I thought he was still with us. I was just joking. Don't add him. We don't have him alive.
Alright, there you go. We'll see if Jace, Adler, Nihilus, or Kira die. So this guy recklessly leaps across to the other ship because the last command his first mate gave him was to prepare to board, but it takes a dash action and a jump to get there, so he's there left alone.
Prepare to board, not board.
He only rolled a 15. He motivated him. He jumped.
You've got it.
Do we have ropes to swing across?
The ship is full of ropes and rigging and sailing.
Yeah, come on, Errol Flynn.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a rope to swing across, because remember, I can't jump.
I want you to make an athletics check with disadvantage because you weigh like 600 pounds.
As the ship lists to one side.
Make sure you're tied on. The rope is tied on both ends.
No, he
around
grabbed
you
the
and
rope.
to the ship.
This is how
Grab
we
the
use our
rope.
ship.
How did do
and he's
3?
leaping across with
Okay.
disadvantage.
Hey. Yeah. How did I get a 5?
You had a 1 and a 4.
What? No, that didn't roll right.
I know. you
It
rolled.
didn't roll right, but it's a 1 either way. It's
It also rolled 3. I don't know if anybody else noticed.
I saw
but it rolled
that.
3 on this.
Yeah, I saw that too.
it rolled disadvantage, and for some reason an extra 1
Yeah.
on top of that. But the key is you got a 1. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
I can't.
Actually, this is working again, so I can just request it from you. So
The second one!
No!
They're both 4! Why are they both 4?
Indeed. Swings across the gap, grabbing a rope, and he swings. It's kind of what you expect. An 8-foot tall, 600+ pound elephant. He just slams right in to the side of the ship.
Does he find one of the holes? Roll me a chance die. Does he find one of the holes in the side of the
That was the dexterity saving throw was representing that. Johannan, you did take Featherfall. It is a reaction spell. You took it on level up. I would like to remind you of
Featherfall. I am using Featherfall to save my poor idiots.
No, no, let it fall.
Hey, does their ship at least take damage? Come on.
Yeah, does the
We
ship
are on the
really
same
If I'm-
time,
if-
I'll
They
roll,
can
I'll
take
roll a
that.
percentile. Here. No, it does not.
God damn it.
They were prepared for the 600-pound elephant incoming.
but not the cannons.
Just bam.
As Belina shouts, "Don't do that!"
Bye, guys. Done.
Okay, so yes, but for a reaction, it doesn't have a spot to actually show me casting it. There isn't an
Just
option
put
to
the-
actually put cast down.
Just put the effect on him and then mark off that you cast it.
How do I do that when I don't have a magnifying glass?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying now. So,
Yeah.
I will add effect, and
Okay.
I will make one for you on the fly.
Beautiful. So
How long does Featherfall last for? 1 minute, so it'll last for 10 rounds.
did he drop the rope?
Oh yeah, he slammed right in, like just
Ge-
jam.
George of the
Let go.
Jungle style.
He's falling.
Let's not
Like-
forget. Ah!
All right, so I target.
Alright.
I would target him.
Yeah, and then just click the effect button for that effect I made.
So did I have? Okay, so I've got him targeted. Effect. Did I do it right?
Yes.
Yes. Woohoo! I learned I learned something new. Congratulations, I caught you.
You're not an air cocker anymore.
It's showing.
Oh my god. Okay. And Regine, I think that's your turn. You are gently falling, in case you're not aware of the feather fall. Your rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round until the spell ends in 1 minute. So in 10 rounds, you fall up to 600 feet as this continues until you recover or are saved.
All right.
Well, hey-
I need to target everybody in that square.
Maximum fall damage is only 20d6,
to
right?
include our person.
And to include our person, because he was the idiot who jumped over before I said jump.
Alright, everybody in that square. You know you can drag a square and target everybody in a square. If you look on the top of Fantasy Grounds, there's a little target mode rectangle. It looks like a target crosshair. You can click that and then just drag and form a square and get everybody.
Well, I mean, there we go.
Yeah, but for future reference.
Okay. And they all have to make a save.
Alright. Alright.
Hey, my own crew.
Your guy passed!
Oh.
Alright.
And
So
everybody
go-
around him failed. Thank goodness.
Go ahead and apply the effect. It should auto deselect everybody who was. Alright, and they are all hypnotized by your pattern.
All right. I'll give order to I'm not gonna do like the but I'll tell the to grab the ropes prepared board. Not like the elephant.
I think you're gonna have to make another persuasion check. As a straight roll this time, after seeing what happened with Regine, that disadvantage plus your advantage. So
Okay, alright. Okay.
they just want Regine to grab a rope and prepare to board. It was very demoralizing.
Uh,
I do have the enhanced ability is still on. It should turn off when I start concentrating on not that.
How long?
I'll turn that off.
You can turn it off yourself.
I think the only one who's strong enough to manage a rope that might help recover Regine is Korg.
It's still
I-
roll with advantage. You're supposed to roll to get
Yep, but you rolled 2 16s, so it doesn't
okay.
matter.
Alright, fair.
So you rolled the exact same number on both, so it's the same. So a total of they grab the ropes and prepare. They're like, not like Regine.
That's the
The-
battle cry.
The battle cry is not like Regine. See,
The guy's incapacitated.
the most humorous bit about this is that because of the balloons, I'm not able to see much of anything. I just see Regine swing out and then start plummeting, and now I'm hearing
Yeah.
not like Regine.
He swings over. Give me 1 second.
I can't remember. Do we have
Yeah.
a small rescue boat?
No, you don't.
I didn't think so.
Our spare boat, the
You-
metal one, we gave that to
That's right.
Jack. That's right, yeah. So we have to finish this up in like 5 rounds. We'll be able to catch up with Regine in 2.
It's what you call kill the engines.
what is your opinion about maximum fall damage?
Why do we not have levitate? That's why.
While it's normal, you didn't get feather fall until 9th level. I've been saying it since like 2 years now that somebody needs feather fall.
Very
Like,
true.
Yes, but I
thank
needed
God
mage armor.
Johannan,
I needed mage armor more until now.
like Johannan finally got it and it saved the day.
Hopefully.
If we can get to it.
It delayed the day.
Really, I got a minute.
Maybe today. It's just-
There we go.
Conrad just died.
We need more than
This
unskilled
guy's
labor, boys.
hypnotized. Let's see how he does swinging across here. He swings off. Regine, you see one of the crew members just swing off overhead, and he kind of looks at you as it goes over.
Wait, can I grab
Like-
him?
You followed.
Don't take him down with you. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
You're 60 feet down.
Would you like to try to use your reaction to grab him?
Yes, I want to try to catch him.
Down.
Make
Mind you, this whole turn
dexterity
happens in a
check.
6-second thing.
So he's
I'll let you
falling
do it
about.
as a reaction,
Okay.
and then we'll
You're,
see.
dude, he is an unskilled laborer, dude. You just ripped that dude off the rope to fall with you. You're an
He does
ass.
not want to be grabbed, so he tries to avoid it. You do grab him. And
He kicks you in the face.
yeah, you yank him off the rope, and now you're holding him.
Probably because you're a 600-pound freaking elephant.
You should have grabbed for the rope.
It's like when you're drowning.
This is very true.
You don't save like
Um,
the person trying to help you. You prevent yourself from drowning.
It's very true. It's very true.
Now we're screaming together.
let's see Regine's strength here. Strength of 11. Let's see if you can even hold on to him. Well, because you have a powerful build, you can carry 330 pounds. You only carry A1. You can hold him if you don't want to let him fall to his death. You have enough strength due to your powerful build to hold on to him.
Yeah, I'll hold him.
Yeah,
Or
he
he
weighs
can
like 100. He's like
piggyback on me.
150 pounds. Like he's like he's trying to scramble and grab onto you as you're floating down.
He can like piggyback or something.
Commodore 3 attempts to swing across. Commodore 3 is also known as Lander.
I hope he lands.
Swings across successfully. They just move up because there's no room for them to really go. They're hypnotized. Number 8, not hypnotized. Where is Merchant Crew 8? So many on here, gotta figure out. Number 8. Shoots their crossbow. Shoots their crossbow. Okay. Come on.
We're
That
gonna
was-
be flying home with a skeleton crew.
For some reason it put that on 7, but it was supposed to put that on 3. 3's the one that died. I don't know why it did it to 7. Alright, Commoner 11 uses their actions to get in better position. Merchant Crew number 1 shoots at Korg. Missing. Commoner 9 rushes to prepare to board. Merchant Crew 10 is hypnotized. Merchant Crew number 7 attempts to shoot at the commoner here. Does have partial cover due to all the people in the way. Click the modifier window and it thinks about opening up, so I can apply cover. Thinking. Well, those who survive are going to be a lot more experienced. They might level up to thug status, maybe.
That would be nice.
Maybe.
We're lucky.
And he misses.
Go up to stealth, hire more skilled people, and hire more than the minimum.
We're gonna have to make a lot more money then.
Misses. Comrade 10 swings across. Do they make it? Only one way to find out. They start plummeting to their death.
Wait,
You didn't
Hold
live?
on, I have a button for this.
How far did they fall per round?
Well, if you don't get, it's 500 feet instantaneously.
So why
And
didn't we pull up
500
closer
feet
so
per
that we
round.
didn't have to swing across?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Why did we
Yes,
leave
I'm-
it the chance to get
I don't-
across
I'm
here?
not the one that built the map.
You know whose problem is Johanna, you little shit. Pull the boat closer.
Hold on, look, the propellers can't even get that close.
That's as close as we can
There's-
get with the.
And the balloon.
There's limits without ramming the ship. Like,
Johanna, I blame you. I've been in air combat before, and it was easy to jump across. I lost a crew member to it. Actually, a captain. Just saying,
Yeah.
you lost your
Yeah.
ship captain.
it happened, man.
Look, if you look at the shapes of these ships, and if we would have just been slightly back and over like another 5
Okay.
feet,
Blame Johanna, man.
I mean,
She's
whoever
piloting
built
the
this
ship.
map, because this map is not adjustable.
It's Johanna, man.
So, continuing to attack the captain.
Just casually like, whatever. I'm attacking.
It's like,
It's a very
sniper.
aerodynamic
Oh, dear
response.
God.
Wow. I thought
Wow.
that was a 14, and then it went.
I did
nope.
too, and then it rolled over. I was like, damn it. So, second attack. Oh, dear God. There we go.
That's a hit.
That it. So, that's good.
That's a pretty good hit.
All right.
I'm about to get shot.
Alright. Hold on. He rushes over and seeing somebody who appears a bit more skilled, pulls out his pistol.
How
Reason
much
why I
attack
was-
did this guy get?
That's the
And
reason why I was
follow
going against the
Kill
captain.
the captain, man.
Fires off 3 quick pistol rounds
What type of
at
pistol
Why do you think I've been
Just like
going
a
after
hand
the captain?
crossbow, just like choo, you know?
What is a pistol? Oh.
You're falling to your death. Shut up. Okay, how far
Hey.
down is my elephant compatriot?
Who am I holding?
60 feet. You're holding Commoner 7.
There's no
Uh,
way I can throw a rope 60 feet down to get you.
Commoner 10 is pretty much dead.
He fell 60
to his
feet?
death.
I waved to him.
60 feet per round.
Yeah.
At the beginning or the end. So there's no way for me to save him because the rope is only 60 feet. And he's 10 feet out. Which means at closest, he's somewhere in the range of 70 feet away from me right now.
You could try to
On-
swing across
Well-
to the other ship,
That's all I can do.
and then
On the ship we're gonna have ropes. You have a 60-foot rope personally, but there'd be coils of longer ropes on the ship.
Yeah, but
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I literally can't save him.
I have confidence in my massive amounts of health. I guess.
Look, all I know is if
Is that prayed ironically?
okay, I guess we're swinging across. Look, I'll become the next victim. I'll swing across it. Can I just make a running jump and get across? My strength. Yeah, can I just jump across and say,
yeah,
screw
with
the
your,
rope?
with your strength score, you could just jump.
That's what I'm doing, okay? I'm not swinging.
Why
I'm
did
not
so many,
stupid.
why
Like,
did so many people
I'm
swing?
gonna just leak this shit. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna die
You
today.
can make
like
that no problem.
Whee! I made it across! That's the square. So which square would I be in? The one
Right there.
Is right there okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
Taking my attack of opportunity, I'm going to step forward one.
All find where this guy is in the long list. Okay. He misses.
I am going to bonus action ignite the hammer
Okay.
because I should have done it during one of the other 8 rounds before I did this, and I didn't. So it's bonus action ignited now, and I'm gonna take my attacks.
You have to apply the effect to yourself.
Okay.
That's the reason why we needed training on being pirates, everybody.
Exactly. This is literally my fault. I don't know. But God bless.
Well, this is actually Johannen's
Oh, wait a
flown
minute.
ships before, but this is Johannen's first aerial too.
I'm sorry, I thought this was the captain I was running up at. I wouldn't have stepped forward had I realized that it wasn't the captain.
No, the captain went all the way
Yeah.
around to the back of the goddamn.
I was running up to number 7,
Don't worry.
thinking that it was the captain. My bad.
Urthos still has a line on him.
Why can't I target myself? It's not letting me.
You
There
don't
we
have
go.
to target
There.
yourself to put that effect on because it's a self-only effect.
Okay. So it's on, and then I'm going to start attacking. We'll start with number 7.
That's a hit.
Before I do this, I'm going to do the sweeping attack. Which, remind me of this, because I hit him, I can then sweep into the other one if it would hit him too.
Yeah. Which it would.
So I apply the bludgeoning damage after I roll, right? Just that 1d8 to him.
Yeah, just the 1d8 to the second guy. But you
So there's
put
the
on
first
the.
for him. And then I click 8 and hit him with 1d8 bludgeoning.
No, you should have done it the other way. Just roll a d8 and then.
Holy, it rolled 3.
Yeah, because you don't do it that way.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Which is what I was trying to say. He gains back
10 hit points.
Gains back 7.
Or
8. Hold on. Where is he in my list? We have too many enemies. I'm scrolling through trying to find where. Is this 8?
No one said you did! What's the matter with you?
Stefan is right before Sug 1.
Stop complaining. Ugh.
And 8 is...
Alright, I got him. He's good.
Okay, so how's that supposed to go then?
So you apply the effect like you would normally, and roll your attack normally with the bonus damage to that guy, and then whatever you rolled on that d8, I apply as damage to the guy next to him.
Okay, alright, got it. Learned. We're there. Okay, then for my second attack, I'll attack number 8. I don't know why it's doing with advantage.
Because... Charmed?
Oh, it showed him as unconscious because you had accidentally killed him.
That's on me. I can reroll the attack.
No, an 8 plus 8 would have hit anyways.
Okay. Then damage.
Yep. He's dead.
I will action surge.
Move up to the captain.
I'm headed there. I'm headed there.
He's moderate. He's heavy damage.
Yeah, I'm just trying. There it is. All right, action surge has been done. I'll take that attack of opportunity
Number 12.
from 12.
How are you moving again?
I haven't finished all my movement speed. Does it not carry over
Between
my action surge?
running 10 feet, swinging across, taking another step. What's your total movement?
I didn't swing across. I just leaped.
Well, yeah, but that counts against your movement.
I have
15,
40
20,
move speed.
25, 30.
5,
Okay, 35. Yeah, you're still good there.
so that's
Okay,
5,
okay. So I am good here?
Yeah.
Okay, if not, I can go back. I said no. Okay, so I do get the attack of opportunity from number 12 for moving.
Number 12.
Right after Thug 4.
He chips away at you, ever so slightly. These poor, innocent merchants are not prepared for level 9 adventurers to slaughter them all.
They shouldn't have killed my people. That's their fault.
Hire
They
them.
should have just
You-
down their weapons, accepted
you-
the fact that they were fucked when they saw that the captain was
Well,
casting
hold on.
lightning at them.
Hold on, we didn't do any of the typical pirate things. You know, we didn't show an empire flag and then randomly change it to pirate. No, it's all about branding.
You-
I learned this
Yeah,
recently.
you did. Yeah, it's very important. You know, you have to inspire fear in them to get them to want to surrender by
And
showing
noticing-
you're pirates. You're
And
just a
noticing
random.
a ship and getting hit with lightning doesn't scare you.
You
Well-
have a pirate flag that you have not hoisted your colors at all.
On Jack, specifically.
It didn't help that our elephant fell off the side of the ship.
So,
Yeah, elephant-
can I reckless these attacks?
No, because it has to be your first attack of the turn, so you can't.
And
reckless
bonus-
'cause you-
Okay, I didn't know
Bonus
if
action.
action surge let me redo that part. Okay,
No, it's a bonus action as well.
okay.
Reckless isn't bonus. Reckless is
No, you could just reckless it all, but it has to be on your first attack of the turn.
yeah.
So he had already made attacks, so
Oh, that's right. Rage.
it's too late to reckless.
And with this one, I'm going to apply the trip.
Okay.
Strip them over the side.
Yeah, the trip. So, for this one, I roll damage, and then
No, first
I roll cast.
Yeah, apply the trip damage effect to yourself. Roll the damage, and then do the cast for the save. He did pass the save.
Okay, then I think that's my turn. As a bonus action, because I do still get a bonus action when I use my action surge, right?
No.
No, okay,
You
then I'm
don't
done.
Possible bonus action is what it says in the book, but it's up to the DM.
So no, I don't.
That's not what that means. It's just poorly worded. Possible, they mean possible bonus action is in you get your more actions, as well as if you had something that did a bonus action that you had to take it. Doesn't give you bonus actions. Does not at all.
Sounds good. That's my
Any way,
turn.
shape, or form. They're just bad at English.
They are. They're
People have been fighting it for 5 years because it's poorly worded. It lets you take additional actions. And then they're trying to say everything you can do on your turn includes, you could possibly have a bonus action on your turn like normal if something gave that to you, but it doesn't give you additional bonus action actually.
It's worded very poorly.
It is.
Whenever I'm playing, I let people get their bonus action if they ask for it. Because
That-
that's the way it's worded.
so
Makes it
It's-
exceptionally
it's-
more powerful than
yeah.
it's supposed to be.
recent
I'm fine with that.
recent printings have changed the wording.
What I'd like to see is a redo of the player's handbook to include all the additional rules and spells.
They
and
do
stuff. Do they have
Yeah.
one yet?
Yeah,
Okay.
they do
that's
that
what I wanna
every
get.
time there's a reprint. They update those, and then
Because there's so many extra like feats and spells and stuff now in races that I'd like to
but
get one that has all of
it
them.
literally it now says you push yourself beyond your normal limits for a moment. On your turn, you can take one additional action, and they cut out all the verbiage about bonus action. It just
Smart.
says on your turn you can take one additional action.
I'm cool with it.
That's it now.
I just want to go get the book now, so it has all the extra feats and spells.
Well, it's
and
all in
races
D
and
and D
stuff.
Beyond, so they
Yeah,
update
that's
the
for sure.
errata in D and D Beyond all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm waiting for them to do a reprint.
They do reprints when they push that out. So like version 9 probably has it.
All right.
They do reprints pretty
I
pretty
might
often.
have to get a new version then.
It's just difficult to stay on top of everything. Alright, and then your skilled person will swing across. Johannan.
Okay. So, before I forget, Azure Dream, we're pacing this ship. We're staying where we are. We're good. As for her, in the direction we are going, by about 100 feet ahead of their ship, I am going to have my call lightning cloud come down.
Okay.
And that'll give me the ability to actually target some. We're gonna start with this one. Actually, so if I cast it 100 out, then I can do up to 20 into the ship. So I'm going to target that corner right between 9 and is that a 6? Yes.
Yeah.
That corner between 9 and 6, so both of them have to do it. And like I said, I put the cloud ahead of us so I can keep using it. And then
They both
damage.
failed.
Thank you, Rogue, because this is coming off. This spell comes from magical item, marking the charges that I use.
9 is dead.
That would be my turn. And like I said, ship is continuing to. Well, no. I really can't move the ship any closer.
The real question is, do we pilfer the crew? You know, have them join our side after we kill off the captain.
It depends on if they surrender when we kill the damn captain.
Alright. He's incapacitated still. He bravely attacks with his billy club.
That's what I want to see. This man out here doing work. Pay the man.
You just hear me maniacally laughing because there's nothing I can do.
You don't have anything at all?
I'm falling and I can't get up.
Pressing that button, press the button, press the button.
How many rounds of Featherfall do we have left on you?
9 now.
Okay.
And I have my friend with me, whoever that guy is.
Commoner 7.
I mean, there's a good chance I can still handle the fall.
Tell you what, you go save them. We'll take care of the ship.
Oh, the people falling?
Yeah. We'll
Okay.
save them. We'll take care of the ship.
You already let Commoner 10 fall to his death, so.
It's a little late.
Alright, let's see. So, that's gonna be a 25, 30, 35. My jump is going here.
Yep, that works.
The problem with going and fetching and leaving you guys to finish this up is I don't think I have enough crew members left on the ship to fly the ship down to rescue them.
I'll shout out those who haven't boarded, man the ship with the captain,
How many do I have to have on the ship to actually fly it?
Well, you are pretty critically undermanned right now.
Yeah, I got 4. I can't until I get more
you have-
people back on.
You have 5.
5.
And then-
Urthos hasn't done any of it. I'd have to walk him through each step.
No, you've got
Oh,
5.
You've
Three
got
commoners.
you've got
Okay.
5 total. Currently on the ship.
Oh, I didn't see.
15 is kind of usually the minimum. With 5 though, per the rules we explained earlier, you can take 1 action. Because if it's less than 3, you can take none. So with 5, you can take 1 action. So theoretically, you could take 1 move action with the ship. And be able to guide it to try to get Regine.
And I can let him fall for another round or so.
I'm gonna finish my action. Since it's still my turn, I'm gonna go ahead and attack the guy next to the commoner right here. I'm gonna stab him and stand on the stairs there with my rapier.
Okay.
As my action. Target him. Click.
Let him fall a bit.
I'm so glad that I'm above the balloons and I can't even see what the hell's going on down there.
What's the range on Featherfall?
It's just cast on you. It's already on.
So as long as it's just cast, you instantly
Yeah.
have it? Okay.
And then a bonus action.
Oh, you would have gotten sneak attack for that because the commoner's on your
Oh,
side.
that's right. Sneak
'Cause-
attack damage. I completely
Yeah.
forgot.
You forgot that you're a rogue now. Roll an
Yeah.
extra d6 there.
It's because Urthos didn't take a whole bunch of time to explain it to you.
4 damage. 12.
He's still alive, but he's hurt a lot more.
Okay, maybe he'll pay attention to me instead of my commoner right here. And I'm going to bonus action, not target, and target number 4, and bonus action forward.
Kira appreciates your healing.
And that right.
Alright. Now that he's kind of come to his senses, he swings out, but still razzled and dazzled from before, he misses. Select the right token as DM. And she kind of swings and tries to take out number 10, who is now awake.
Kira's gonna get a talking to later.
Why? She did what she was ordered to do.
She's being attacked by somebody, and there's one guy who's standing there drooling, and she doesn't focus that guy, she focuses the guy drooling. She's gonna get a talking to later.
It's a training mission.
Nope, she's gonna get trained. If she survives, she's getting trained. Don't attack the guy who's not attacking you. Focus on the dude who's stabbing you, Kira.
He stays focused on the weak and easy prey.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. If somebody hits you, you turn around and you try and hit them back.
Tell that to Kira! Clearly they
And
don't.
then
Kira's not doing
He
it.
tries to run away from you.
Alright, back it up.
Yep.
Hey, he ran past me too. Do I get one?
Yeah.
Sweet!
Why do you attack Merchant Crew 6? It
I
should be
targeted
12.
the one that ran away.
That's 12. 12 ran away.
Did I get the wrong one? I can't
Yeah.
tell. all
They have a
look the
number.
same
Zoom
to
in.
me.
Zoom in. They have a number.
That
Hold
was
on.
my problem earlier when I thought I had 4 people on the ship. I zoomed in enough to
Okay,
see the
roll
numbers,
your-
so I
roll-
couldn't see the one
I
person.
changed it. Roll your damage.
Okay. I couldn't-
If he even survives long enough to get to me, I'm waiting until he finishes his attack to do mine.
where's my-
Actually, no. I'm not going to. See, I didn't have to take mine.
He tried to run away from you and you slaughtered him. How does that make you feel?
Good, because he freaking didn't pay attention to me and he attacked my crew member.
Yeah, but we also jumped his ship and killed his first, so...
Power 7 is crying and blubbering, holding on desperately to Regina. I don't want to die! I don't want to die, Regina! I don't want to die! Don't let me go! Save us!
Rajin, the nicest thing you could do would be to kill him before he hits the ground.
Who am I killing?
Call on your god and save us!
Commoner 7 falling with you.
How far do they have to fall before they get to land? They're well
Yeah.
away from any
A
islands.
long time. A long
Is it
time.
Forever.
It's a mile, right? Like, at least? If not more?
It's a long time. It'll be fast once your featherfall wears off, but they start taking up positions to help man the ship better per your orders. Merchant Crew 1. Which one's number 1?
The one right beside Belina.
Not incapacitated.
Is gonna swing at Belina. Commoner number 9 taking up sailing positions. Gonna attack at Kira. Taking up positions. Gonna miss. Air
Yay.
toast.
So give myself sneak attack quickly. Yeah, so we're gonna go after the captain. Alright.
Apply yourself sneak attack. And the captain dies.
Oh, I got a question. Before we go on any further, when the guy who was standing next to me attacked the commoner, I always forget that I'm even wearing this goddamn cloak. It gives me an option to reduce damage by 50%. On an
I-
ally, it's 50.
It's too late now.
I know
You,
it's too late now, but it's.
you
That's
need
a
to
nice
make
cloak. I want it.
I keep
You
forgetting
mean-
I have it.
you need to make a note of your cloak of boundless spirit.
I know. I just. Where did
Nice
Uh,
cloak.
Going to move the hunter's mark over to number 10.
Is there a way to make that cloak a permanent effect on Belina?
No, I have to actually. It has 3 uses.
Ah.
So it's a magic item, but I have to actually remember that it's there and use it. But it's only when I'm within 15 feet of an ally.
For my second action, I'm going to shoot number 10. And hit
That
him.
hits.
Okay, let me apply my sneak attack damage.
No, you only get sneak attack once per turn,
Okay.
so you can't sneak attack
Yep,
again.
that's very true. Remove my sneak attack damage.
Still enough to kill number 10,
Yep.
of course. Because these are just peasant merchants.
Yep. And that will be my turn.
I'm going to.
All of them look shocked now that the captain's dead, and they look about ready to surrender and give up. Just
Yeah,
to
that's-
distract him.
That's kind of where I was going to head. Is I'm going to now holler out that their captain is dead and they can lay down their arms or die with him. So
Would dropping their weapons be a reaction for them? Or would it have to be one by one on their turn?
Well, to streamline events, we'll just let them drop their weapons. Normally it'd be one by one on their turns. But they're all going to surrender. So they toss down their weapons, raise their hands up, and surrender.
awesome. And that's really all I do then. I'm not going to bother attacking anybody if they've surrendered. There's no point.
Jahanan. It looks like everyone's surrendering.
I'm going to yell out to Belina to handle that ship and yell to the crew
Look, we got more crew members.
what we're doing. So we're going to go ahead and start moving ourselves into position underneath Regine and Commoner 7.
Give me
So-
1 second. You have 5 crew members left.
I'm
So-
going to be going very slowly.
Anna's dead. Dorn's dead. Lander's dead.
We had 4 commoners survive.
And 3 thugs.
4 thugs survived.
4 thugs. All 4 thugs survived.
Right now you have 5 commoners alive.
We have 5?
So-
Where's the 5th?
Regine's holding them.
I saved him.
I wasn't zoomed out enough to see the commoner at the front of the ship. He was the only one I didn't see. Yep. 5 commoners survived, guys. We did it.
Commoners, 4 thugs. We're good. It's not
both
bad.
have-
We went from a crew of 15 to 9.
Roll
We-
me a navigation check, because you're doing this with, and put disadvantage on it, so, well, make a straight roll without advantage. Because
Okay.
it's difficult with your reduced crew members. You're trying to go down, cut underneath Regine. They're currently slow falling. It's gonna be difficult to get in there, so you're gonna have to make a check to see if you can pick them up.
Okay.
Can I use my inspiration to make hers a flat roll?
He already said that I'd normally have advantage, so
Yeah,
he's making
she-
it a flat roll.
Okay.
It is
Okay.
a flat roll.
Cool.
Sorry, wrong page. I was double checking a spell.
We may potentially have 7 new crew members.
If we can inspire them enough to join us.
Come on, yes!
All right.
So I fly
And-
relatively smoothly underneath, and they just kind of float down and land on the deck.
Does our ship suffer any damage from an elephant falling on it?
No, because
60
it's a feather falling.
I
on
was
it.
just making a joke. I know. I'm kidding.
They, you guys gently land on the deck, which causes Featherfall to end. And with that, we will take our midstream break, everybody. And we will catch you all in about 15 minutes. And we are back from our midstream break. So you guys had just successfully defeated this merchant vessel and managed to expertly save Rajin without just bouncing him off of the balloon with your skilled abilities there, Jahanan. As you bring the ship back up alongside everybody, uh, what do you guys all do?
I am going to cast Enhance Ability on myself again. And I am going to attempt to coerce the remaining crew to join us in
That's
our
gonna.
adventures and
Can I assist him
or
by
be
just
stranded
looking
here.
intimidating?
Yes,
I'll
or
assist
he'll
him.
have
be stranded here.
he'll have
in the metal-
advantage either way. So
Yeah,
with
that's true.
5e D&D, there's only one modifier, unlike
That's
Pathfinder
true.
Second Edition.
You can roll your own intimidation roll if you want to try and be intimidating. While
Sure,
I
you
do
could try
mine.
to intimidate them
While I
while he
try
tries to
persuade.
persuade them, and you could try to double
Sure.
whammy it.
Sure, I'll
And
do
by
that.
the time I get back up with the rest of the crew, we should know what's going on with their
Or-
crew.
and explain to them that they can either join our crew or be stranded here on a scuttled ship after we disable their engines.
And throw every one of their cannons overboard.
And stick them with zombies.
Yes.
I'm not there.
Okay. So I will roll my cast my enhance ability on myself. So I need to be able to drop concentration on the hypnotic pattern.
Yep, which will cause several of them to kind of wake up confused, seeing their buddies all surrendering.
Yeah,
Okay,
take weapons
so
before you drop it.
how do I
Oh, no, I hope they attack because that'll give me a reason to kill one more.
That's true, and that's
That would up intimidation.
Yep. But let's see. So apply spell.
But for real though, I'm gonna take their weapons before.
Let's see if I can get those double threes again. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I think we have a few more crew members.
Were you gonna roll an intimidation as well, Korg?
No, I'm not trying to be a dick.
All right. What's your speech?
So, attention ye! You be prisoners right now. Listen careful. These are your options that I present to you. We don't have much room on our ship for prisoners. Therefore, you can either A, join our crew and assist us in our adventures, B, be stranded here on a scuttled ship after we destroy your engine, or C, try and put up another fight, most likely be killed, and then be raised as a zombie by our death cleric.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a thing. I don't know if you know that's a thing, but so these are the options that are being presented to you. Now, we're a fair crew, and you'll get your fair share of wages here. We pay well. You can ask our experienced crew members over here, Kira and Jace. They'll gladly explain to you that we pay extremely well for those that are loyal and put in their fair share of work. It's a pretty good deal, I'd say. Now, you happen to have killed several of our crew members. Not too easy.
Can I just be looting their pockets while he's talking to them?
How about you loot the ship?
Reaching into his pocket like, sorry, I just need
Yeah.
your coins.
So,
Yeah, you can do that.
and I'll flash a gold coin between my fingers while I talk about pay. So,
they kind of mumble amongst themselves a little bit, and then sort of nod in agreement. They're like, "Oh, I don't want to be turned into a zombie." Is that common on the ship? Do you turn
Well,
people into zombies all the time?
not
I'll
all the
just,
time.
as he's just lean in and whisper, yes.
not all the time, but our death cleric does tend to enjoy having servants.
Oh, I want to be a zombie.
I wouldn't want to be a zombie either. And it's honestly, I'd rather just leave you here scuttled in the middle of nowhere than force you to turn into a zombie. But sometimes that decision is made. While I may be the first mate, some of our crew tend to be a little free spirited.
This one has a silver.
I'm, I'm not sure whether they're more afraid that if they join you, you'll murder them and make them zombies, or if they should
It's
take
like,
their chances being scuttled.
so you can join us.
I'm,
But now
I'm
we
not
don't.
sure if you've
If you're an
persuaded them to
honest
join your
member
crew or
of
be
the
scuttled
crew,
and left behind.
right, if you're an honest and paid member of the crew, you've got nothing to fear because you're a member of the crew. Now, enemies of the crew have a higher percentage rate of being turned into zombies. None of our current crew have yet to be turned into zombies.
Don't say that. He hasn't been back yet.
That's why I said,
Didn't we kill 2 of those guys earlier?
so,
Oh god.
I encourage you, join the crew, receive pay, have high adventures in the air.
Eat fish tacos.
That's true. We have an excellent cook. He makes some delicious tacos.
They unanimously agree to join the crew. Roll an insight check though.
I'll roll an insight. This
See
is
how,
not my strong suit, so we'll try that one. It's above average.
They seem dedicated to being a part of the crew. You're not quite sure whether it's fear of zombiehood or the thrill of adventure and pay at this point in time. You can't get a good read on whether they'll stick around for long, but they definitely all
we
agree to
need is
join
the help to at
for
least
now.
get to a port where we can hire more crew.
Yeah, you get the distinct impression that at the very least they'll help out until you make port, if nothing else.
That's fair. I'll take it. I'll take it. If they don't hang around, they don't get paid.
Alright, so that adds 6 more people to your crew roster.
So a 1-for-1 on those dead guys. Are these guys any better than unskilled labor?
They are a bit more skilled.
See, we upgraded our guys.
We trained
Well,
them.
they got better. They got better.
Our
We're
crew
gonna
will get
add
better. Replace
a
but
new
better.
category called trained crew to the crew roster. And they're typically going to be 1 gold a day, not as high as your skilled crew.
So that's the level in between unskilled and skilled.
Yes. And I will randomly generate some names here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 6 crew members. Boom, because I have a random name generator on my phone.
Did we get another Drew back?
No, you have Franklin, Leland, Ella, Kathy, Saul, and Nihilus.
Another Nihilus? We have 2 Nihiluses. That's
Raymond.
Raymond.
We should have
Sometimes-
2 Nihiluses. I think that's fair. That's how life is sometimes. We don't get to pick it.
Fine, it's Nihilus, yes.
Okay.
It's a common empire name.
I'm gonna call you Nihilus the Second for now, and we'll go with that.
I'm gonna put an asterisk next to all of them in the crew roster for an understanding that they are they've been coerced into joining.
Now, I want you to understand, Seeley and I, Seeley, that during our journey back to a port where we may potentially recrew and possibly sell off this silk that we're removing from this secondary ship,
It's almost done.
that I'm going to
You
be
can go
on the
down if you want,
daily
I'll come snuggle you when
speaking
I'm
with
done.
them and trying to explain what we're doing and what the benefits of being a part of the crew and trying to indoctrinate them into our crew lifestyle and wanting to stay and actually participate in activities.
Of course.
So if you want me to make rolls for those for the days that as we travel, persuasion rolls and whatnot, I'm glad to do so.
Yeah, we can do that as you guys travel and stuff like that.
Okay, so once I get the ship back up, and I'm going to attempt to pull us slightly closer.
You pull in, a little closer, kind of matching the speed, right as you hear, Belina finishing her impassioned speech, and everybody kind of like nodding about not wanting to be zombies.
And I turn to Johanna and I say, Captain, new crew ready to come aboard. We'll be transferring the load. Go ahead and cut engines. I'm going to kill the engine over here.
Sounds good.
I'll head down into the ship and I will disable the engine on this ship.
Ah, Rajin, you survived!
It's just part of my exit strategy.
So yeah.
Are you crying?
I've been laughing for like 5 minutes just thinking about Rajin's contribution to
do we have any? Do we have any plates?
Is there a way we can mark Regine as less than unskilled crew?
No, that was just super funny. His contribution was slamming into the side and then falling to the ground.
Hey, he served to
And
help
then
motivate
failing
the
to
rest
fall
of the
to
crew
his
to
death.
make it across that jump for the
Two
moment.
of them didn't!
One of
Two
them
of
didn't.
them still fell!
Only one of them didn't make it. The other one got grabbed by
Regine
Regine
grabbed
and
the
pulled
other
down.
one.
I saved him.
He should have been more motivated.
He made his role. However, Regine made a better role for grabbing him.
Was he on the boat? Because it looked like he didn't make it to me.
He did. He was on the boat, and then the DM had to pull him back off the boat for Regine to grab him.
It was just so funny.
So,
Do we have a plank?
Giant elephant just hits
Not
the
like
side of the boat.
Regine. the not
Yeah,
like
do we have a
Regine worked.
Do we have some sort of plank that we can use for crossing between boats?
We can probably tie off some
'Cause-
ropes and everything.
Yeah, you could
If-
probably set up a plank or something.
I'm gonna use that.
That's probably a doable thing.
Yeah, I mean we can
You
always
should. You should definitely not use a rope again.
we have a well damaged spare ship now. We can possibly make a portable bridge that's
I'm a carpenter. Can I do
You
it?
do have a pretty massive hole in the side of your vessel as well.
I'm a carpenter. Can I?
Hey, They hit it pretty hard,
Yeah, they
pretty
did.
good.
I am
Like,
also a carpenter.
So we have the ship's engineer. We've got
two carpenters,
We've got carpenters. We've got
and we've got an entire ship of spare wood that, well, parts haven't been lightning damaged.
yeah. I mean,
It's
the
all
front
that
side's
cool black
blasted,
torch,
scorched,
yeah.
slightly
There's some usable wood.
cannon,
front side's not
a
damaged.
little blown to
We
pieces.
didn't even hit the one side of the ship. The entire far side of the ship is in good shape. After we
but-
get all the stuff we can use off of it, all the extra rations, all the supplies, once we've completely taken everything we possibly could want off the ship, including their spare cannonballs and all that other stuff, we can just disassemble the side of their ship, patch ours, build us a nice sturdy bridge that Regine can walk across.
Yeah, and then not to mention the captain's chest for their crew's pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'll be paying our crew out of the captain's chest for a while.
And the engine,
So-
the spare engine parts that our engineer can salvage from their engine in order to help maintain ours.
Yeah, we're not leaving much.
All right, so you guys search the ship.
Search
I
the
would
ship,
like to
assemble the ship.
find good loot.
All right, and if you open your party sheet
It's time to party.
and go to the inventory tab, as you explore the ship's vessel, you come across in the cargo hold many wondrous mercantile goods. In the captain's chest, you find, with a small key found upon his dead body, you do find 500 gold, and within the cargo hold itself, you find an assortment of goods, and the rough estimated value of this is 10,600 gold pieces. I did the math.
So I have a question. Can the party sheet continue? Do we have to clear it out after every encounter? Or
No,
can we
you don't have to.
leave? So we can start leaving things like we got 500 gold. We can just move that into the captain's quarters and we can pay our people out of that chest
Yeah, you don't have
instead
to.
of working it out of our own. Okay, that's my thought. Let's run the party sheet for paying our people for now.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's
I like the erotic poetry. It's fully
Lena is
illustrated.
confiscating your
It's fully illustrated, baby.
She's
It's,
confiscating
I don't
your
have
erotic
to read
poetry.
now. I know what it's
You're a
saying.
turtle. You don't even know
So
what erotic poetry is.
he doesn't have to read.
Amethyst orb worth 750 gold.
I deserve
A
the
barrel
amethyst.
full of copper ore unprocessed. 5 barrels of dwarven ale. 2 bolts of exquisitely fine, rare silk. 10 bolts of regular quality silk. Exotic carved harp with ivory inlay and zircon gems. 4 chunks of mithril ore unprocessed. A fully illustrated erotic poetry book.
Lena's gonna confiscate that.
Party nights on the ship are going to be
First
awesome.
mate is
10
confiscating that.
10 bags of fine incense. 20 golden ingots. 1 huge diamond. A music box. Red dragon egg. And 3 vials of rare ink. Various goods that appear to have been in transit for sale from whatever their final destination was.
So
You
the
have a pet
barrels of
dragon?
dwarven
Wait,
ale are
did we
going
have
to
a
the
pet
kitchen.
dragon? Is this what I'm seeing?
So I'm saying the dwarven ale is definitely going to stay with us for crew nights.
So that you're
Does
tracking.
Regine have any need of incense for any of his stuff?
I don't know. He'd have to tell you.
That was
The
asking.
total value with the 500 gold in the chest and this it comes out to just over 11,000 gold pieces. So remember, you owe Jack 10%, and since this is your first combat mission, you do owe a share of loot to Kira, Jace, Adler, and Nihilus, an undefined kind of share, like a bonus. And you owe Liam 2.5%, Nim 1%, and you owe Serene the Gunner additional shares for helping train the crew to man those cannons.
Okay. All right. So let's see. So we've got 500 gold in the party loot from the ship, right? And what can we estimate the value of this
You
haul?
estimated the rest of it for an
For what-
additional
well, first
1,100,
let's
so
figure out what we're
1,600
not
total.
getting rid of.
No,
Hold on.
it's worth 10,600
Okay,
for all the art goods.
600. Okay, now let's figure out what we're not gonna sell. So we're not selling the dwarven ale. So how much back do we get for that?
Each barrel is 40 gold pieces. So
5 times 40 is 200 gold.
So
That takes it to 10,400.
I could use the huge diamond,
Use the huge diamond.
like
Okay, how
with no intent to sell. Like
no
all
purpose
the
sell.
Revivify and Raise Dead both require
Yeah.
big giant diamonds. I could just
Big
hit this with a
cost diamond.
hammer and break it up.
Yeah. Okay, so how much is the diamond worth?
5,000.
5,000. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That takes it down to 5,400 left to sell. How much is the red dragon egg worth?
We are getting rid of the red dragon egg.
the red dragon egg has an undisclosed price. You would have to find a buyer for that
I'm not selling
to
it.
determine
I
its
have
value.
a plan. I'm gonna fashion a box with the help of the engineer, and I'm gonna line it with metal, and I'm gonna cast heat metal on the metal inside of this box, and put the dragon egg inside it and let it mature. And I'm going to continuously cast heat metal on it as much as I can, to keep the metal hot until I can figure out a way to heat the metal without me having to cast heat metal.
Or
And I will
this.
do so for the next 6 months.
What?
He's going to hatch a red dragon on your ship.
No, you're not.
Why not?
Fire.
It'd be amazing.
Boats.
Amazing.
No.
Just think, if we could just send the red dragon to just burn the other ship.
There would be nothing left.
No, just burn, burn parts
Well-
of the other ship, like burn the engine off.
Also, if there's a way to like chip that diamond into like a couple of 500 gold size pieces, I wouldn't need all of it.
We'd have to have like gem cut.
You need a jeweler to
cut
break
it.
it up for you.
Wait,
Yeah,
no, just a hammer.
You can't break a diamond with a hammer.
But even that, even paying a jeweler to cut it down into 500 gold piece diamonds would be a lot cheaper than acquiring that many that many diamonds of that size.
True.
Yeah. Anyways, so we're down to 5,400. That is fluid.
So
income.
540.
Well, no, because Jack's gonna get 1,000. Take 10%, so
Roughly
1,006.
1,100.
yeah, 1,000. Yeah, 1,100 goes to Jack. So that takes us down to 4,000.
4,300.
Okay.
And then it was 1%.
To Kira and Jason.
What?
Right, or no?
Well, it's
No.
2.5% to Liam.
2.5 to leave. So of the 10,600 that we started with, 2.5. Oh gosh. Times 0.25 equals 265 gold goes to Liam.
How much was the gold again?
I'm doing it in the Discord.
Yeah. I can just tell you since I have the Excel sheet.
The total value of everything you found was 1,100 or 11,000. 11,000.
I thought it was 10,000.
Plus the 500 gold that were
Or is
already
that
there.
with the 500 gold?
That's
That was
with the 500.
Oh.
So
okay.
here you go. Liam gets 275. Nim, Kira, and Jace all get 110.
See, we have an Excel sheet to do the math for us.
Yeah, that's what I just broke down. That retains a total of 10,395 gold pieces.
Does that Excel sheet also take out the amount for Jack?
That's post Jack is what it is.
So wait, post Jack, it would have been minus 1,100 from the 11,000. So we would have
So-
only had
10,900.
9,000.
So 10
10,000.
10,900. 10,900.
Yeah. 11,000 minus 1,100 is 9,900.
9,900. 9,900 is 247 point and 247 gold pieces for Liam.
Now, important question. We never, when we made the agreement on the percentages that they were getting, we never said if their percentages came before or after we took out Jack's percentage.
No, Jack's tax. Tax comes out before pay.
Exactly. So we subtract out Jack's.
That's what he's
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Sorry,
the
I'm only halfway through.
from the 9,900.
Yeah.
So
Running a pirate ship is complicated.
That's why we need a
Alright.
quartermaster.
Business
Alright.
expenses, taxes, wages.
Right.
There you go.
So,
there you go.
can you just? Oh, you posted it in the chat. Am I typing in the wrong chat?
You are.
What was I typing
You've
in?
been posting memes the entire time.
Oh my god. That is a meme. That's a meme in and of itself.
There you go.
Okay.
So we could give our crew members their percentage out of that chest of 500.
Well-
well, except for Liam's makes it more than 500.
Yeah. They'll
I'll,
just have to wait.
I'll buy back what I can on the diamond if you would like. I only want it for the utility.
No, I mean what you want it for is for beneficial for all party members, so that's understandable.
Okay.
So, can you subtract the value of the diamond out of the remainder? So minus 5,000 from that, so we've got
355
4,355.
and 5 silver.
Okay. Okay. And then. Were we able to recover any parts, spare parts, in order to maintain our A3 core or A3 drive?
You can get a few spare parts here and there. They won't go in your treasure list, really.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I just want to make sure that we're
But-
accounted for.
Yeah, so we have spare parts.
Any spare wood for repairing the hull and anything like that we can replace our what we currently have.
DM, I think the real question is, how much money was Korg able to pick off of the pockets of those guys while he was talking? I'm
Like
just kidding,
20
I don't
silver.
care. Perfect. I was just making a joke at the time. I don't really care if we get anything from it. It was just the laughs.
Yeah.
No
okay.
more juice boxes.
As of
Sorry,
right now, the first mate is confiscating the erotic poetry because she doesn't want it to accidentally end up in Liam's hands.
Why not?
He's like 12.
And
No.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It
So,
was a joke. Yeah.
from Korg, it is hard to tell.
Okay,
Korg doesn't have morals, so.
and I assume Bolina's taking the red dragon egg.
Oh yeah, she's gonna until someone tells her she can't. She's going to attempt to figure out.
Johanan has already said we cannot keep the dragon egg. Okay.
That was an OOC.
She
Oh,
did
God.
say it earlier.
No, it was OOC. We were having an OOC conversation, so there's no way she said it in character.
All right, in character now. You can't have the egg. Feel better?
In character,
Yeah.
we
I will persuade you. I'll make the roll to persuade you to let me keep this egg.
I'm gonna take my hammer to the egg.
You're not. You have to take your hammer to believe.
I'm gonna take the roll. That's
Swing.
just what we do.
Swing your hammer at the egg.
I'm not
I'm
attacking
gonna
the
put my
egg.
body between the egg and his hammer.
I would like to
I'm
raise
kidding,
their
I'm not
captain
Are
from
you
the
the
dead.
Cadbury bunny? What's going on here right now?
Don't stop the maim before it starts.
This is his personal Easter. Alright.
Alright, you said the barrels of Dwarven Ale are gonna go with the ship.
Yep.
Yes.
The same ship, so that's a minus another 200 from this. So that's,
What? We can't keep it?
No, we are
We
keeping
are
it.
keeping
Okay,
it.
okay,
That's why
okay.
I'm
That's why
subtracting
we
it
have to
from the
subtract it from the
value.
gold pool.
I thought you meant that you were gonna leave it with their ship.
No, no.
I see what you're saying. I'm there.
You just
So-
aren't allowed
Oh,
to drink it all by
I'm
yourself.
caught up now.
So
What I'll do is I'll add
So
that to
4.
Korg's inventory list for now.
Because he's
So,
the kitchen.
So I can auto liquidate all the items that you want to sell and turn it into gold straight from the party sheet. We just have to figure out what. Before I click that button, they have to be off this sheet. So
right. So I'm gonna confiscate the poetry. So that's gonna go to my inventory,
Mm-hmm.
and then
So Liam doesn't get it.
that's
Mhm.
the yes. That is 110%.
Sure. Sure. And there were 4 barrels of L, right?
5.
5 barrels.
So 3 barrels of L.
Yes.
You don't even need it.
2? Was there 2? Yeah. Just,
There was a barrel and a half.
I think that we left the L on the ship, is what I had heard. There's no L. Don't check my room.
You have a cup that turns any liquid into whatever the heck you want.
I don't care. I want that L. That's not my L.
Okay. And I think that was it from this list.
Okay.
Unless
So
anybody else wanted something.
I don't want anything.
All right. So yeah. So the new total. I don't know how much that book was worth.
Can we take some of their cannonballs?
well, I can liquidate all this and then we'll just subtract crew costs from it and then that'll make it easy.
Okay.
That works. And then
So-
if we can just keep the
And
gold.
we'll just remember that when we get to town, you guys sell
It gets
all
sold.
this.
Yeah.
But
Um,
for now, we'll just do it for now. So
All right.
Is the
nobody
intent
wants
to-
an amethyst ore, copper ore, rare silks, carved harp,
As
mithril
much as
ore,
we're reading out,
incense,
looking at
ingots.
the rare silks and going, I could have so many nice clothes. She doesn't have a tailor nearby, and she has to go find the tailor to make it right and have it fitted, and that takes time.
Alright. So I'm liquidating in 3, 2, 1. Liquidated.
Wait.
Nope.
All right.
Alright.
And then go ahead.
And now I need to subtract the
The crew percentage.
spreadsheet. So the
Yeah. Including what we're gonna give Jack. That way we don't have to
Yep.
carry.
5, 9, 7, 5 minus 1100 minus 247 minus 99 and then 4,331. And this like 14-year-old boy is making out like a bandit. He's got like close to 1,000 gold already.
Well, he'll
Alright.
be able to retire young.
Like right now.
All right, and then let's just leave the rest of the. My suggestion was we leave the rest of it, and we'll leave the rest of it in captain's chest for crew payments.
I would like to raise their captain from the dead,
Okay.
just to prove the point.
Alright. Go ahead and cast Animate Dead.
And we did already, he did lose all his other zombies, so he needs a new one. And
And-
that'll just having their captain wandering around the ship as a zombie will just reinforce that they don't want to mess with us.
Or that they'll want to get off at the next exit and we're out 5 or 6 more work through
It's
labors.
true.
But
It's gonna raise the difficulty of my checks in order to try and persuade them to stay.
There's not a lot of people who are willing to, stick around with necromancers.
Well, listen, I just added truth to your words. That's all.
and then
Now-
I
now
threw the
they
captain
know.
overboard. Gone. He's down. He's not there anymore. You lost your labor.
How would Korg know that he was gonna raise the captain from the
I
dead?
didn't. I waited until he raised it and started walking around to throw him overboard. I was like, well, that's a zombie because I killed that guy.
Well, first cast your animate dead.
I did. I can't really. There's not really a button to, or a glass. I just checked marks the box.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me see something real quick.
I don't like zombies. Sorry,
Oh,
man. Like,
Whatever corpses, I request them.
You can have the corpses of the enemies.
Oh
you
yeah.
gotta warn me before you do it. I can't be standing next to it when it stands up. Startles me. I'm easily startled.
He is.
Not the first time.
Nope.
Alright, so, Raji, walks up to the captain's corpse and muttering his ancient necromantic, incantation, he raises the captain from the dead. You see these black tendrils of dark energy suffuse the captain's body, and it begins to slowly groan as it rises from the ground. This soggy kind of, the flesh immediately begins to go putrid and rot off of the bones as it rises from the dead upon the
Oh.
ship.
And just to bring attention to it, I'm like laughing the whole time, like oh.
Korg's probably carrying something heavy back on our ship. Screams, drops it all, runs all the way back to their ship just to throw it overboard.
And I hope as many people as possible see it.
As Korg slams the captain off the ship and he tumbles over, spiraling down. You just hear just the
I'm sorry. Just walk away. Ashamed, head down a little bit, embarrassed, leave.
I'll just shake my trunk at you.
There's still a lot of dead bodies on the ship.
I pick another one. Stop throwing them over!
You know you can do several.
I can only do 2 at once if I do a 4th level spell slot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll do that, but I'm yelling, stop throwing them over!
You hear back on our ship again. Ah! And then another.
Just, how many corpses are there?
Total, there's something like,
If you count theirs and ours, we have like 8 almost.
you killed like 7 of them, and then a few of yours died, so there's something close to like 10 or 11 corpses
But
there.
you're only, Johanan will tell you, you can only revive the enemy dead.
Our dead get to rest? Ew,
Our
see?
dead get to if you belong to us and you die in service to us, we will give you a burial at Sky.
Which
if
involves
we-
us going overboard.
If we kill you,
It just involves us yeeting you off of our boat.
They were people we once knew. Bye.
If you die in service to us, we will give you an honorable burial at Sky.
Oh.
If we
dear
kill
God.
you because you were against us, then you are subject to the necromancer.
Okay,
I'm so
That
glad
is
your
that is
boat
the
is not
captain's
down there.
official rule for the boat.
that's fine.
Belina, you hear one of them kind of mutter under your breath, they're like, Azure dream. More like Azure fucking death sentence.
I'm so
Belina's
glad
like-
Erthos is not
She's
down
not
there
even
right
gonna.
now.
She's just gonna like kind of just nod sometimes.
Does Korg hear it?
It's like
I'm kidding.
I take all of the corpses of the enemies, and I raise 4 of them total.
Okay, so 2 4th level spell slots.
Yep, and then all of the other corpses, I put into my chest of holding.
you drag your chest from the other ship over to this ship, and then
Put the other enemy corpses in it?
Yes, the enemy corpses.
Meanwhile, as soon as we have finished everything else we need to do, Johanna is going to gather the crew and attempt to do a better burial at Sky than Korg did.
It wasn't Korg!
Wasn't it Korg who did the...
No!
You were no.
That was
No.
Jassar.
That's right.
It was just there!
Regine is your priest, so is he gonna?
Yeah, Regine is the one who gets to do the burial at Sky.
was rather poor in the first place.
You're the spiritual advisor of the entire crew, Regine. It's obviously having an effect on them since they're now using convocation as a recruiting tool.
Well, it could be worse. Urthos could be down there, and he could be talking about the fact,
There'll be lunch.
You're
they're
wasting
yummy.
dinner.
Yeah.
Arthos! And meet me below deck!
And all your new recruits see the necromancer loading these corpses into a magical chest to preserve for later.
And then,
Like they're just watching him shove bodies into this extra dimensional chest that he drags back
And while
onto the other ship.
And while he is doing that with the enemy corpses, Johannan is properly preparing her crew's corpses for burial.
and then the zombies that I just raised, their former crewmates, carry the box full of their friends back.
Yeah, yeah. And they just
Polina says, please try to keep your helpers below deck.
even though they're freshly dead, the chromatic magic causes their flesh to putrefy, and then you see like the flesh kind of sloughing off them as they move onto the ship, dripping kind of in a row across the gangplank that you set up between the two vessels.
I pressed the behind them between as they go down below deck. It's like, make sure they stay down.
Do you go below deck as well, Eratos?
Urthos, before he goes down below deck, he looks over, sees the other dead things, goes, well, at least we've got some more food. It's okay.
Johannan looks over at him and goes, "These were ours. They get buried. You only eat enemies.
We eat a
You only eat enemy dead."
We section out. So
At this point, I think Korg's questioning this group. Like, why am I here? This is terrible. We're awful people.
Then go below decks.
You are awful. I think I stopped putting good characters on the Twitch tags even. I was like, that's not an appropriate tag anymore.
No,
we're neutral.
It's all about how you get to there.
We
all.
killed merchants, threatened to
We're pirates!
turn them into zombies,
That's a little.
and then ate
fucked up.
their dead.
We are pirates.
What? We ate their dead! We're cannibals!
Listen,
No, only
No,
one
Your
character ate
turtle
There
and
is no
lizard
difference.
folk. You're
What
not
is
all
the-
the same race.
It
What
isn't
is the
about
difference
race. These are
between
humanoid
a
creatures
chicken
that are higher level of thinking. Like,
And these things.
none of this has gone beyond anything below pirateering.
Technically, cannibalism requires eating the same species, and you're
Yeah.
all different species.
Yeah.
They're humans. You can eat them. It's not cannibalism. It's fucked up.
it's
It's
very.
like
Isn't it?
super
It is
fucked
not.
up.
No.
In lizard folk culture, it's normal, but for everybody else, it's super fucked up.
Well, while we're
Johannan is amazingly calm about it.
when we get below deck and Urthos finally joins and say,
Yeah.
Urthos, I know how you feel, so I saved a couple. Go look in the box.
Okay.
We have food. Why eat the?
We have limited food. Earthos is making
have
sure we
We
get
have
more.
unlimited food. We have unlimited food too because we have someone who can create food and water. We literally don't even have expenses for food. We are just eating people for fun. That's what's happening right now.
This is messed up.
You guys are freaking psychos.
Earthos doesn't understand.
Cork wants to retire more than ever right now.
It's like cookie.
We told them that we would resurrect them or eat them or, you know, stuff worse than death. We're pirates.
You're right.
I said, or you could join us and get paid.
And they did.
And the
Right.
thing is, if you join us, you get paid, and you get respectable burials if you die in our service. If you remain our enemies, you're stranded on a scuttled boat, you're turned into a zombie, you're turned into dinner. It's their choice.
Would
Johannon's
have been
ruling.
just as screwed up to leave them on the ship and raise their dead as we left.
I thought it would be more screwed up.
No, it wouldn't be more screwed up. We are eating them. It's not more screwed up.
It's not we.
There's
just
only one
Earthos.
person that's doing anything.
It's really just Earthos.
Yeah, you explain that to the police when they pull us over, and they're like, so there's some lizard dude in your basement eating it. It wasn't us.
He's
Okay.
a lizard dude. What do you want? He's a lizard dude. Let lizard dude be. Are you speciesist?
No, I'm the cook, and I have a
Lizard
problem
folk
with
matter.
feeding my
Lizard
crew.
folk matter.
I have a problem with
Matter.
feeding my crew dead bodies. We have food.
This is true. We do have a surplus of food, so it's not like you're gonna go hungry.
Hey,
LLM.
every
LLM.
Player
LLM.
Lizard folk lives matter.
hey,
Let's just move on.
everybody else doesn't know about this. They just think they're all gonna be racist corpses.
Yeah, nobody knows Ertos is eating bodies downstairs other than Regine right now, because you're all upstairs.
Yes.
They're in the cargo hold,
And
but
Regine
Ertos
doesn't
eating
care 'cause
leg
he's
of
what
merchant.
alignment?
Evil.
Regine is evil.
Straight up.
What?
It's on his character sheet. He's evil. He's neutral evil.
Yeah,
I believe that.
like straight up. So Regine doesn't give a damn that somebody wants to eat bodies.
All right.
It's not
Dude.
killing off his supply.
It's good
Do we
food.
finish off this? Do we finish off this boat? Can we steal a couple cannonballs too, if they have any left over?
Can we
yeah, they
drag?
check cannonball.
Okay.
Are their cannons better than our cannons?
No.
Can we drag the boat behind us to the next port and sell the
No.
boat too?
Why?
No.
We're
No.
That's
taking,
evidence.
You
we're
leave it.
taking
Yeah.
off we're taking off a bunch of the parts. We're
If
destroying the
all
side
the
of it.
crew is off of it before we pull away,
Let's use it for
Regine
can.
is gonna
Practice.
Regine's gonna destroy the balloon and let
Yep.
the boat
Yep.
fall.
That's
Well,
exactly what we're doing.
No, let our cannoneer teach people how to shoot.
That's true. We could use it for target practice.
We did take the
Okay.
extra cannons.
The extra cannonballs. We'll use
Or
their
yeah,
cannonballs to do it.
cannonballs. We can use
Sure.
their cannonballs to
Let them practice a little
targeting.
bit. That's actually a good idea. Good job, guys. The first not completely screwed up thing we did tonight.
I mean, you're pirates, so
It's fair.
sailing from. You set out today to raid this merchant. vessel.
Absolutely, absolutely. It was the eating them and raising them from the dead and threatening their
That's
lives.
the fucked
that-
up thing.
Yeah.
Fucked up thing. I'll agree with that, David. That's screwed up.
Yeah.
It was not my intent. All right,
It
my
happened.
intent was
Threat
to,
of death to coerce these people to join your crew.
I said that it might happen. I didn't say it would happen.
Nothing
You're the
breeds.
one that interpreted. That's
Look,
not my
nothing.
fault.
Nothing breeds loyalty like the threat of becoming a zombie if you don't join us.
No, I said if you fight back, you'll be killed and turned into a zombie.
Exactly. If you don't join us.
We're
I didn't
just
say
like Davy
don't join us.
Jones.
I gave them the option. They could be scuttled on the ship. They could join us, or if they fight back, they would probably be killed and turned into zombies.
Scuttled on the ship as we steal the cannonballs and use it to shoot their
Well,
ship
because
up
now,
the
now
sky.
to be fair, if they would have decided to stay on the ship, I would not have been okay with shooting the ship.
Let's unload the ship. You know, the cannonballs that we just let's sink the ship. Let our guys practice a little bit.
And like I said, we're going to make sure we take enough of the wood off that ship to build a bridge that will support Regine's weight.
Yeah, that was. We already did that.
Okay,
That's
just
done for
yeah.
a while now.
Making
Let
sure,
Regime
guys.
jump. He just needs to not swing next time. He can make the jump.
Well, if we can get within 10
Regine
feet,
can't
he
jump.
can make the jump.
He can do it even right there.
I
He
mean,
doesn't have moves.
Regine explained to me that
He
he
cannot
gets
jump.
disadvantage on all jumping checks because he's an elephant.
Yep.
And that is a
Weighs
flaw he
600
took for
pounds.
himself.
sure did.
As a 600-pound elephant, he always has disadvantage on jumping because
Can I-
elephants can't jump.
Can I lift him yet?
I mean, you could.
Since I have the bear totem and double my lifting strength.
You probably could.
I believe so.
My lifting strength is supposed to be 400 and something pounds.
Oh no.
480 is lift. Does that mean I can lift his
No, there's
lifting now?
something.
He's
No,
600.
something's showing up wrong there. You should have double that.
I have 400. My weight is 450
Oh, okay. Why does the DM keep saying 600?
plus. Okay, plus my equipment.
'Cause
That's
Regime's fat. Yeah.
400 and or 530. So
That-
fi-
That's closer
Right.
to 600.
So my encumbrance should be 480, and my lift pole, whatever, should be 960.
Yeah, something. I put it on there, but I guess it's not.
Okay. I can just change it now, can't I?
All right.
If
so,
he can lift and toss 550, we're good.
I can't edit it. I can though. I can legitimately lift 960 pounds right now.
Can you throw 550 of it?
How far?
20.
10 feet? Maybe
It-
not.
at least 5.
at least 10.
At least 10. 10 is about the closest I can safely get the ship.
I'm going to practice with one of their cannons. See how far I can throw it.
The cannon would probably weigh about the same as the elephant.
I would imagine it's in the same rough estimate, maybe.
Hold on. So
Yep, there it is. I see it now.
I had given you powerful build, which because that's essentially what you have, but then I renamed it aspect of the bear. By renaming it, it didn't count it as powerful build anymore. So yeah, you can pick up and carry normally 480 pounds, and you can lift, push, or drag 960.
So
So
you
before we leave, I want to practice by getting one of their cannons and see if I can pick it up and chuck it a little bit. See how far I can throw it.
Okay. Make a strength check.
And that's with advantage,
Why would it be with advantage?
because the totem says I have advantage on any checks that are strength based for lifting, pushing, throwing, and stuff like that.
Hold on. Does it
Yeah.
say that?
Yeah,
Let me-
he's a bear totem.
Okay.
I want to double check.
I have to double check your 6th level one for bear. Aspect of the beast. Yeah, advantage on strength checks made to push, pull, lift, or break.
So,
But not that doesn't say throw.
so tossing doesn't count.
Nope.
I just have advantage to lift it up, but not tossing. Okay, no, it's fine. Is it just a flat out strength check?
To throw it, yeah.
Now, if you were raging, you'd have advantage.
You would if you got super mad at this.
Well, it would be a case of getting he's testing to see if he can do it with
Boys, I think I did it.
Yeah, so you strain a bit, but you pick the cannon up and you just chuck it across the gap.
I can do it. Next time, don't worry, Rajin, I got you.
Okay.
I was just curious if I could do it. We're good. Moving on.
Thankfully, Feather
And then
followed.
Cork flexes a bit. He's like, "You see that cannon? I took that, threw it over there.
We don't need
Oh.
cannons when we've got these guns.
Who needs a pistol when you're carrying these cannons?"
Ooh. Did you get your tickets to the gun show?
Cork's now macho man. Ready to savage.
For Earthos is gonna cut up a couple of them, put them into a sack, and take them back up to the crow's nest.
The pieces of the bodies so you can
Yes.
eat them.
Yes.
That's
Put them into a sack.
bag. A sack bag, a snack bag.
Yep.
All right.
Since
so
I'm
what-
aware that you guys have a problem with it, I don't understand it. I don't understand it, but I understand that you have. I know that you have a problem with it.
Hey, at least the captain gave you the option. She's like, just not if they belong to us.
Lizard folk munchkins.
All right. What do you guys do? You guys gonna take off?
Go ahead.
I'll pull the ship back so that we've got about, what was the range on the cannons again?
180.
I'll pull
180
back-
without disadvantage.
I'll pull back to about 100 and let them try from there. They can practice from there using the cannonballs that we took off the other ship. And they all get to take turns practicing under the supervision of whichever our skilled gunner was.
So with, I don't know, my cannons are coming across very quiet for some reason. But... Bang! I can't even hear my cannons. Okay. Anyways.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah.
With a resounding crash, you got just shoot out the cannon fire, and just with shot after shot after shot, you explode the old ship to pieces. It kind of, the hull of it has multiple holes torn through it. You shoot out the balloon, and it kind of aimlessly drifts in the sky. The naturally magical properties of the aether wood kind of cause it to just slowly
Feather
float.
falls itself.
Yeah, essentially. It begins kind of feather falling down.
All right. So from there, I would guess that we're going to find a place to sell our loot. Whatever else the case may be. Get diamond cut up.
Sour diamond.
And then... So, how many crew total do we have now? We were at 15. We went down. Now, how many do we have?
Your total crew, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15, not counting your specialist, which is Liam, Nim, and Serene.
And 4 unskilled crew members.
No, you have 5 unskilled, 6 trained, and 4 skilled.
I do mean the undead.
Oh, yes. and your 4 undead who are negative skill. They do not have the fine motor functions required in order to successfully help navigate the ship.
I think we should probably look at bringing our crew total up to like 20, just so that we don't have to worry quite so bad about recruiting off the ships that we attack. Because not everyone's gonna get.
About recruiting off the ships that we attack, you don't ever have to worry about offering them a share of their
Because it's their life.
how much skill they have.
because they get their life and then their regular pay. But I'm just saying, we may not always have enough survivors on the enemy ship to make up for the losses on ours.
It's true, but speaking of losses and things and skilled and unskilled, did any of our unskilled move up to train?
Let's see. I think
Probably
all of them,
not. Probably
only-
not number 7.
number 7 did not. I believe the only person who actually successfully boarded the ship and did not die, and managed to whack somebody would be Astra. I'm not quite sure if that was enough to fully move up.
Tell me how the combat managed to work around doing things like that.
I'll let you
Sounds to me like we
roll.
just gotta do it again.
You roll a percentage check.
All right.
If you roll 75 or higher, she will.
Okay. We'll see what happens then. 80.
All right, she levels up to trained crew. She's also been really taking well from the
lessons we've been
gunners.
doing on the
Yeah.
on the road.
All right. Sounds good. We'll go with that. We'll let her know that if she gets up to hey, as such. Now, keep trying.
But she can move up to skilled crew,
Oh, she
or not
rolled?
skilled,
Trained.
to trained, to
Right.
trained crew.
And
Okay.
trained was getting a gold, so it would still be a slight increase
Yeah,
in
it's a
pay.
slight increase, and then
Yeah.
slowly we need more of it. Encourage her to try, and we'll make an example of it. We're gonna, do a whole promotion to
Hey, it's important. She's becoming like an NCO.
right?
She's joining the NCO
right?
tier.
NCO Corps, this is like her sort of thing, and that way the other crew they understand that there are benefits to moving up the skill level. The other thing I was going to say is you can go ahead and contact Jack and let him know that additional information and other additions available trying to increase our skill as well as basically really trying to hire more crew. Say that to Captain
Well, if
Yeah.
You check your navigation charts. You'll see the closest settlement from where you're at is a small isle with a town by the name of Vedas, about 3 days journey.
Do
out
I
from
know
where
enough
we're
about
at.
Vedas? Is it going to do what we need?
Right, are we going to be able to sell all of the goods there?
It's the town that this vessel was originally headed to sell its goods. So it's a rather larger, slightly more fortified settlement.
Alright, but again, so that's going to be 3 days of trying to dock people and then trying to find what
Yes.
Do I get to make a special cooking persuasion roll too? Maybe they're like, damn, I
Make a
don't really want to be a
survival check
zombie, but these
for
fish
how well-
tacos.
Make a survival check for your fish taco cooking.
Maybe they're just like, no, I'll stay for the tacos. It's fine.
Last wasn't quite as good as the others, but still, 2 over 20, 19 on the last day.
And
The
above
last fire
average
that was-
tacos. Not very high above average, but above average tacos.
Slightly above average tacos.
And when you think about how long we've been away from
And how rare
port,
fish are in the sky. The ship was
Your total crew costs have gone up to from 726 a month to 894 a month.
that's yeah. So if they're all with us next month, that's doable, and we might try and pick up a couple more bodies.
Cork, you can make 2 more survival checks for your fish tacos on the other 2 days. 3 days worth of fish tacos.
Oh,
And
wow.
Those were really good tacos.
You know, the first 2 days of tacos, they were kind of like, meh. But the third day, they were like,
Oh. Yeah,
so,
yeah.
in the distance, you see the small isle of Vadis slowly creeping into sight. Ertos can see with the spyglass before anybody else can.
Does he let us know this
Yes.
time?
Yes.
Land ho! Nibble, nibble, nibble.
There's some land coming up.
It's strange as Ertos calls out to land. It sounds like he's munching on something, but Korg made fish tacos hours ago.
Yeah,
And
and
I wasn't down there
for the
fish
last
tacos.
few days, Ertos hasn't come down for food.
yeah, there's no rations missing from the hold. That's possible.
What?
Ertos seems to have some supply of food that none of you are aware of.
He has rations and a backpack.
Yeah,
We can
That's a
rationalize
statement.
if he has rations.
Those don't sound like rations, though.
and
Definitely not hardtack.
Definitely not hardtack.
squishy sounding,
It's a
chewy,
carry-on
munchy.
meal. It's a...
Oh my god. No. 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 No.
Yes,
Disadvantage for the entire next session.
damn it! That was supposed to be a, you know.
Oh god, so bad.
Come on! You gotta give me the inspiration for that one. I mean,
No, I don't.
if
No, I
Lizard
don't.
Lunchables didn't do it.
You approach the town, relatively large town, multiple docks upon its surface, small empire presence, not much, just appears as you approach. It's not got the typical multiple banners here and there, but you do see some empire guards wearing the maroon and gold, kind of moving around the area. So it is in a bit of empire territory and presence there as you approach.
Definitely
Swiftly-
not flying pirate flag.
You're not flying left-hand jack flag?
Not right now.
Oh.
We should fly our empire
Well-
flag.
Yes.
You swiftly pull up into the dock and navigate in. Johanen's quite skilled at this point in time. We're not going to require a navigation check to dock in the air here. And as you disembark,
Johanna would put out a rule that new crew and old crew do have to stick together if they're going off ship. I'm not gonna have the people that we just hired running around on their own without supervision of somebody who's been around for a while.
so in other words,
In other
Here.
words, I'm not
More-
having one of them sneak over to a guard and go, "Hey, help me!"
relatively confined to ship, roughly.
They have
Um,
battle buddies. They have
Alright.
they have captain assigned battle buddies.
All right. Um. Yeah,
And-
if you tip into your skilled crew, you have enough to watch them all. They almost outnumber your crew, but not quite.
It's okay. They have battle buddies.
Yeah, I'm
And
go with Regine to see if we can find somebody to cut that diamond.
and I'll go through the logging procedures for docking. Whoever I'm supposed to do the paperwork with.
So you see a couple dockmasters approach, standard fare, a couple empire forms that you're relatively used to now. You know, purpose of the visit. You know, how long you intend
Trade,
to stay.
yeah. Trade 2 days max.
Yeah, offloading cargo kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
Can
they
I,
do ask for an estimated value of your cargo hold that you're attempting to offload.
That would be the minus 500 for whatever number in our part sheet.
Yeah, so it'd be 1,100, but I don't know how much everything's going to go
So
for.
it's
And we're
3,000.
not selling the diamond, which was 5,000.
Right.
So
that's
that
right.
would be in the
So
estimate.
the number that's in the captain's
It's-
check, minus 500. Because 500 gold was in their captain's
That's right.
Yeah,
So,
so like 3,731.
Right.
so I'm gonna go ahead and tell them roughly 3,700 is what we're expecting.
Alright, so you know they fill out some forms. It's gonna be a 50 gold tax for your docking fee.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pay it,
And they give you like
and
a
I'll
writ of
go
paper.
ahead and pay it from my own.
Okay.
Cause
They give you a writ of paper for the docking, and then take off.
Can I do a little bit of shopping around, try and find a place
How-
that does just herbs like selling, so I can maybe get spices and stuff to help make food
Yeah.
taste a
Just
little better.
give me a sec. How many people are on the top deck as you guys are docking?
Nope.
Not Argine, not Korg.
Yep, I'm below
Ertos is
deck.
in the crew. Belina, you're on.
Alina would
Okay.
have to be on, and Johannan would have to be on.
Johannan, roll me a perception check.
I'll take my 21 pass.
Yeah, you already passed.
Perception. Ack! Where is my perception?
Here, I can request a perception.
Thank you, because I'm trying to remember. Oh, that's right, it's over there. I opened the wrong tab. I don't see anything. I'm too busy trying to dock.
Yeah. So, Belina, you do notice a couple of the guards are they kind of talk to themselves and look back, kind of strangely back in your general direction. They seem particularly focused on you, and not anything else.
Because of the bunny history with the Empire.
Oh, fun times. Alright, so that's wonderful. I'll before leaving the ship, I will go ahead and apply a disguise kit to try and mask my race like I have done before slightly.
Okay.
And roll the disguise kit. Have any of my skills? Disguise kit, yes I do. Plus, I should have proficiency plus charisma, I thought.
Yeah, for a disguise kit, it should be proficiency plus charisma.
It's not.
If you are,
Selected.
that's weird. Hold on.
There it is. I fixed it. Okay.
Alright.
See what I don't know why I. Oh, frickin'. God bless it. I'm sorry. It still has my Eagle Splendor up. Because it's a charisma check. What did we draw? I dropped to 15. So 15. I don't know which one we're going first.
You, I don't know. Let's just take that off and just do another roll, just to be.
Try again. 60. Try and generally disguise my ears and features. General, it's not an amazing job, but
Well,
it's past most passive perception.
you were
Yeah.
coming with me, right?
I am. That's why I was changing before we left.
Oh, you could just be my slave.
No.
Melina, slave girl.
Hey Patrick, by now we would have taken a long rest from since the
Yes.
combat.
Sorry. Let me, Yes. I apologize for that.
I just was
Alright.
flipping through, double checking things, and went, wait, why are those spells still checked as used?
Alright. So, who's heading in? So Regine and Belina are heading into town to try to get rid of the diamond. Korg, you're heading into town searching for spices and stuff like that. Johannan and Erthos, what are your goals?
Johannan is going to go ahead and message with Jack to let her know that we finished the one task we set out to do. We could use another one where we could get reliable new crew or
Okay.
additional crew.
And Erthos, what are you doing?
Just going to keep watch from the crow's nest to see if any good potential targets.
And depending on what Jack sends back, I can go ahead and start plotting our next course.
So Jack comes back, quick message, she's like, hard to give instructions over stone, don't know where you are, can't advise where closest place for crew is.
Didn't we have a different way of communicating that made it so the stone wasn't our sole way of communicating with her?
No, we're looking for it. We're looking for the candle.
Okay.
The next day, I did say we.
Okay.
I could have said, the next time I can use the stone, I'll tell her where we are.
Okay. So for those heading in to the town, as you go in, go ahead, make me a for those searching for a jeweler or a diamond, you can make me a charisma based investigation check. We'll use that to represent kind of like a streetwise skill, talking, trying to find stuff out and pry information.
Charisma-based perception.
So what you can do in Fantasy Grounds is you can just go to your skills tab, and you can just make the roll, and then you can just change it back to normal intelligence.
That's kind of funny because I changed it and it's the same as it was before. Oh wait, I get a passive. No, it's passive intelligence investigation.
Yeah, this is more like trying to get information out of people.
Got an 18.
And you ask around a bit, and some people guide you to a small jewelry store known as Brightfall on the corner of one of the town's properties. For you, Korg, you do find a couple of food specialty shops. There's some butcher shops and various kind of like meat vendors and other, and you see people seem to sell, various spices and ingredients, fresh vegetables, garlic, onions, carrots. A lot of supplies that you don't typically have on the ship itself, because they don't keep for very long, because they tend to spoil. You do have several interdimensional magical pouches and chests full of bodies that you could store fresh foods and vegetables on, however. Currently, some of them are being used.
Do they have some of those like powders and spices that can keep for a while that will just help, flavor food so that it doesn't have a...
Yeah.
That's basically what I'm looking for. It's just some powders and some... just something that can be applied that'll keep longer.
You're looking for the McCormick shelf.
Yeah, McCormick Organics though, because you know
True.
we don't have processed food.
Yeah, that's all I'm looking for. So however much it's
So
gonna
there
cost a little bit.
is, as you search around, you do find one vendor, and he seems to be selling an item. He's touting its properties. He's like, with this magical element, never have boring food again. Spices and delights and all you could ever find are yours for the taking. Just a small pinch from Heward's handy spice pouch, and you can liven up any meal.
Well, that sounds exactly what I'm looking for. Here, what you say is a spice pouch.
Tell me, my good sir, what are you looking for? What spice do you desire?
I just want my food to taste a little bit better.
What's your favorite spice?
I don't usually use spices, so I don't know. I like the taste of fish. What goes good with fish?
Uh, Garlic or onion? Perhaps ground to a nice powder? A bit of salt or pepper? Perhaps?
Okay, let's do that first one you said. That was garlic.
He reaches in to the pouch and he's like, crushed garlic. And he pulls out the hand, and his hand is full of crushed garlic.
Oh, so all you have to do is say the special name of the spices, and it comes out like that.
Pure magic!
But how much does this bag cost? I want this bag because I wanted to use it to cook.
For you, my friend, 150 gold.
That is very fair price. I will pay 150 gold for that.
Of course, of course! And he kind of cinches it up and he holds out his hand. I'm trying to pull it up in Fantasy Grounds, but this actually is a magical item in Xanathar's Guide to Everything,
It most certainly is.
called Heward's Handy Spice Pouch. And it's in Fantasy Grounds, but I have so many items, I clicked the item window and it's trying to load them all.
Awesome. I was
It
just
is
hoping to
the
pick up some
early
spices today.
access version of Fantasy Grounds Unity, still undergoing optimization effects, despite being a fantastic and wonderful piece of software. But it is a little frozen right now, trying to give you this spice pouch.
DM has disadvantage on opening tabs.
Yes.
I was actually just looking for spices. I didn't even realize there was a magical item that did this, so I'm excited now.
110% there is.
Sweet.
I did link it in Discord for your perusing pleasure. And while it loads, and I'll transfer it over to you once the items window properly opens. Rajin and Belina, you begin to approach kind of an older quarter of the town. Kind of more stone and masonry based walls, slightly polished, cobblestone streets rather than the typical dirt or mud stones here and there. You approach, you see a sign for it looks like a small kind of gold shaped diamond, radiating sunbeams from it with a hammer moving towards it. And it appears to be the in gold script. It has the Brightfall family jewelers scripted across the bottom.
Walk right in.
You walk in, you see an elderly gnome, small kind of spectacle sitting on the bridge of his nose, mostly balding with just wings of gray hair, kind of tuffed out and dressed in relatively fine clothing. He looks up, he's like, "Hi, yes, what can I do you for?"
Greetings, good sir. across a rather unique gem that we would like to have cut into more usable gems for.
Oh yeah, of course. What makes the gem unique? I'm always interested
Or
in unique gems. So you want to cut down into smaller sizes, bigger sizes? What kind of chunks? What kind of
Let's
carat?
cut
What's the
these.
clarity? What is it?
Well,
also, we would be willing to trade if you had an equal amount.
that
Yes,
also.
of course, of course, of course. But I have to see what you have first.
All right.
Flop it down
Right.
on their table.
Yes, yes, yes. I see the diamond. But what's the unique gem that you're talking about?
But-
The size just makes it rather unique. It's a rather
I've got 4 of
large-
those in the back. What are you talking about? That's not unique.
Really?
Giant diamonds. They come here all the time.
This is the
In
first
fact,
time
I'm
we've-
actually expecting a shipment of another giant diamond to come here in a few days.
I was wondering if this would come up.
Huh. Well then, that's rather.
I ordered one special from Arkenvale.
Oh really? That's what a wondrous occasion. This is actually the first time I've seen a diamond of this size. I'm impressed that you have such a wide variety. However, we would indeed like to trade this one for what is it? What would you think? 10.
Well,
You said you needed 50 gold piece diamonds or
Well,
500 gold piece diamonds.
I need them cut to 500 gold piece sizes. If
So
you
what,
can-
10 diamonds.
I understand there'd be some waste and you wouldn't exactly be able to get 10, but as many as possible would be well worth the cause.
Or exchange for.
Maybe 9.
You want to get 9 diamonds worth 500 gold pieces in exchange for that diamond right there?
Indeed.
Hi. You must be an aspect fellow, aren't you?
Haha, you're right!
They're my best customers. That's actually why I ordered one of the 5,000 gold pieces one. You know you can use them to bring people back from the dead. It's pretty interesting, isn't it? Ah, it's pretty cool. 5,000 gold pieces, large diamonds. They're very good, bringing people back from the dead. You know how to bring people back from the dead? Oh, what am I talking about? Of course, if you want diamonds, you gotta bring people back from the dead. Did you lose somebody? Is it a loved one? Is it a friend? I haven't seen any elephant people like you before. It's pretty interesting. Is that how you lost your tusk? Did you get in a romantic fight and your loved one was murdered and you lost your tusk and now you're on a quest
Well-
for revenge and you want to get after the person who originally took the tusk from you and that's why you need the diamonds so you can bring them back?
No,
Melina looks over at him. Is it why you need the diamond?
I just need it in case I need to bring somebody back. That was a lot of questions. Not gonna lie, I'm not gonna answer them.
But it's such an interesting story, don't you think? Wouldn't it be so romantic if somebody actually...
Wouldn't
That would
it
be such a
though?
beautiful story.
Melina just kinda just,
Uh,
leaning to the side, just kind of staring over at Regine like, I wonder.
Well, you see, there's this one
I
time.
want to hear Belina take this gnome's idea and run with it and turn it into a story and just wow this poor little gnome.
Actually, you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little bit of deception here, and I'm going to weave a tale of sorrow and woe. So
What we call a
amazing,
pro gamer move.
so amazing and impressive.
I wanna
that
hear it.
I want to see if I can just leave this this gnome a little slack-jawed, actually, with the tale of sorrow and
I
woe.
would like to hear your tale.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, we're
I wanna hear
going to do this- first, I'm going to do the roll, and then I'm going to
Yes.
see how well I can get into character with this as
Yes.
I cast my cheat spell.
So
And-
I just improv that whole scenario and you're a burgeoning DM, so now you have to improv me back the story that I just improved.
110% going to happen. Let me go ahead and make sure I'm targeting myself. I am, and I am going to go ahead and do the cheat spell. And did it take? Why are none of the effects happening?
I did not have Xanathar's Guide to Everything opened on Fantasy Grounds, so I clicked to load it so I can add the spice pouch, and it may have frozen the game.
You know.
I see how this works now. So,
Because I didn't need Xanathar's Guide to anything prior to
all right. So
today.
I'll go ahead and do the story first, and we'll see whether or not he buys it later. All right. So, actually, he is not willing to talk about such. However, we've been traveling companions for quite a long time, and I know for a fact he did indeed lose a loved one. It wasn't his wife, however. She died of natural causes. It was a peaceful death. However, his daughter, oh, his poor daughter, she was in this horrible accident actually split when lightning struck it, and it fell and crushed his daughter beneath it. She hung on to life for days afterwards as we tried to find a way to heal her appropriately because the spells that we cast didn't seem to want to take hold. And so she finally succumbed to her injuries after days of in pain. It was such a sad sight to see, which is why we're on a quest to find the ingredients we need in order to bring her back to life, to fully healed and well again. Um, and so on and so forth. It looks like the fantasy grounds is caught up.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do my advantage check. Charisma is already enabled, and roll my deception. It's not an amazing tale. I'm not as amazing as I'd like to be because I'm not as good at lying as I am at persuading. So
However, comma,
Oh my god, that wasn't bad. Oh, I can't believe that your daughter got crushed. You must be living with so much horror and pain inside of yourself. Oh my god. You stop crying. It's still a romantic tale, even though it's your daughter. It's okay. It's still romantic. It's the love for the other person. It's the love that we could all cherish and all want in
now
our
we
life.
need those 9 diamonds. If
Of, of course, of course, of course. I only have 6, but I, oh, I
how
wish
long
I
will it
had
take
9.
you to craft the addition?
Yeah, just cut this one up.
I can do that. I would, for you. I'll do it free of charge for you, for to save your daughter's life. I could do that for you. I'll put all of my requisitions aside. I'll work on that right away. So, oh, how long has she been under your gentle repose spell, good elephant, tuskless man?
It's been at least 2 weeks now. We've been seeking out someone that can do this for us. And we heard word that there was someone in this town that could take care of this for us.
I'll cut that for you. Maybe 2 days? 3 at the most.
All right, we'll come back and check in 2 days. Please, as much as you can, spare your time.
I will devote all my time to this. Screw Lord Gunther and his request for gaudy jewelry for his ball. The love of a child takes precedence over that.
Appreciate so much. Thank you for understanding. Come, we should go check on your mom and make sure everything is still good. And I gesture. As we go.
you leave the diamond behind, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so it can get cut.
Well, that's the one he's going to be cutting, so.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just making sure that I understand. So you guys exit. Korg, you should have the spice pouch.
I do.
So you should be able to see how that works. I'll share it out to make sure Regine can see it as well. So that at the very least you can see it for those out on the stream land. For Heward's handy spice pouch, it has 10 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one of its charges, speak the name of any non-magical food seasoning such as salt, pepper, saffron, or cilantro. Remove a pinch of the desired seasoning from the pouch. A pinch is enough to season a single meal. It regains 1d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn.
Now, a single meal, is that as in being cooked for the crew meal, or is that for a one person?
It says single meal and it's magic, so I'm gonna interpret it as liberally as we want for that.
So every time he cooks, it's 1 pinch per spice.
per spice.
So you could use up to 10 spices.
Yeah, barring, it was completely full that day.
Now food doesn't have to be flavorless.
Yeah, it's gonna be even better.
And just think, even without spices, he occasionally gets a 25 on his fish tacos.
Very true.
Now
Don't
fish
worry.
tacos need a bonus.
Fish tacos will have lemon pepper from now on.
Lemon pepper fish tacos.
I don't know. We'll look into it. I'll have to do some Googling on my own time for good recipes.
Okay, I'm adding it to your thing just so you can see that it has 10 uses.
Okay.
Daily. It's under your magic items. So, Rajin, make me a perception check.
Does my passive
You've already seen it.
So it's the same thing then? Of being watched
As
still?
as the two of you meander outside of the kind of good district, a piece of parchment catches your eye, placed up against a bulletin board. Looks like a strange board, and it says, "Wanted, infamous zoo crew, Korg," and it has like this crude depiction of a turtle. Belina, and a depiction of like this rabbit dancer girl. Drazar, and a picture of a crow-like bird. Johanan, a picture of a half-elfin woman, and Johnny, a depiction of this robotic man. It says, "For crimes against the Empire, dead or alive, 5,000 gold."
I'm worth more than that. This is some horse shit.
Is it per person? Per person or just the whole thing?
For the whole thing. Let's ship, last known ship, Amethyst Sky.
Well, I'm gonna go to the bulletin board and pick it up. It's like, ha ha ha! What a wonderful delight! Another bounty! Really loudly.
And on that note, that is where we will end tonight.
Woohoo!
Sweet.
Thank you for everybody who was watching out in Twitch land tonight as we tried our first ship-to-ship combat rules that could use a little bit of refinement on my end, I believe. I'll try to tweak those and
my end.
make them a little better and try to make it a little bit more engaging going forward for our ship-to-ship combat. And other than that, have a great night. We will be back with Skies of Ithcarius in 2 weeks. Take care, everybody.